Wellness.
Believe in victory.
All right, everybody, welcome to Frosty Faustings, the 2026 edition Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising, and the final qualifier for Arc World Tour. It's Zero alongside CD Mangaka, and are you ready for the skyfaring adventure?
I am so ready to be back in the sky. Sorry for the delay in our scheduled production. Turns out Hunter x Hunter can take a little bit of time after all.
Hey,
but
it's a 3v3 fighter. That's a whole gaggle of individuals we got to fight.
I know indeed. And so now we are moving on, though, back into the realm of 1 versus 1, where we are going to be seeing a couple of pretty talented players within these block-up pools. I will be on the lookout for Paragon's B-Paw coming on up here as we got in this wave. But our two competitors sitting down right now. We'll get their names in just a moment or so from the program guide. It's awesome to be out here in Frosty Faustings, one of my favorite majors in the tournament year to head out to. And like you said, it's the last qualifier event for this year's ARCS World Tour.
Absolutely. Yeah,
oh, we got some good names.
This is a scramble for a lot of competitors out here because unlike Guilty Gear Strive, which has a bit more of a point variance, so players can kind of finagle around how they're scoring, for Granblue, this is pretty much well said and done, unless if you try to take the W here today. There are a few points that can move around, but that's only to a very select few players. So everyone else is trying to push forward on their just path to victory here at this weekend. Rainbow Rocks up against Micro Penne. Kick it off here on the Willness for Micro.
Yeah, that's what we're currently hovering on right now. And I got some notes on the players. Rainbow Rocks actually playing in some various online events, you know, like the Curry Cup, for example, getting 9th out of 61 players at the 37th edition, as well as getting 7th out of 20 and chipped out number 16. And Micro Penne, we've been able to see them play in various online tournaments, like TNS, for example. Very strong player, getting 17th at a Conway Clash, actually, fairly recently, but they've been able to make, like, you know, some sub 17th place runs as well, getting into some top 8s here and there in various online tournaments. So going over the Willness, we're going to see that matchup into the Cagliostro to start us off. So a battle of the Zoner versus kind of like, you know, the slow, not necessarily rush down, but, you know, just tall, dark, and brooding.
It's just enough. Of course, it's going to be a round start with the Volcanic Knee every single time for a Willness, but you know, it's one of those characters that you make a single mistake, you will certainly pay for it, and buy to 70% of your health for opening up on this overhead here to start things off. The safe jump heavy. Overhead again. Tough break, and we should be able to finish this out once we spent for super.
Yep, going into that Skybound art. Nearly a perfect here for Micro Penne, actually. I think they might have taken some chip damage a little early on. No, in fact, it is just a true.
I was starting to remember, like, I don't think you got touched once by Cag. Like, it was all you.
Look, and I'm seeing this little gap right there. I'm like, is that how it's supposed to look? Is that the HUD, or is that just me? But either way, explosive start for Micro Penne. And now we're going to have to see just how Micro Penne is going to be able to navigate the situation here. Rainbow Rocks establishing a little bit of pressure, trying to maybe bait out a reversal. That's why you see the teleport away and just trying to get some chip damage.
That was a massive commitment for that jump in there off the light, but still got the pick up off low this time. So we spent a few sequences going for overhead early on the media overhead, so that's unfortunate. That'll be a full punish for Rainbow to get a side swap for free.
Yep, and we got the Mihen traps down now, trying to keep Micro Penne in at this corner. Again, I think we're sort of looking for those reversals. I mean, you go and play this game online. Every single Willness, super aggressive. Probably the character I see the most reversals from, but here we go. A Raging Strike will come through, and we're going to cash out. There's no brave points on Rainbow Rocks, so an extra 50% damage on the combo gets Micro Penne a pretty emphatic game win.
I mean, that's the thing of it, right? Once you're going up against Willness, you cannot make mistakes. You will pay the price here, and getting walked down by a character like Willness is always going to be terrifying because Cagliostro will need to rely on some of those ultimate reversals to kind of get out. You try to slow things down with those lower hexes against Willness there, but the way that Micro Penne has been able to just essentially play for free leaves no room for hexes. But we do get a wall bounce, kick things off here for Rainbow. Nice little turnaround to start. Low hex to keep you trapped with a heavy. Nowhere near the ult quite yet. This is going to be that next sequence. You start to play that coin toss if we get the forward special, which we get with the overhead. So Rainbow looking really strong right now.
Yeah, this is looking like a great round for them. Ultimate Mihen is out, so Micro Penne is just sort of waiting. Still blocking all of this out. Brave counter just trying to maintain a turn. Finally, that DP takes us into the third round of the set for one of those to make their appearance.
We're not out of the woods yet. Just because this life deficit does not mean that Willness cannot get the job done. We've seen it. There's the start. SSBA will be a chunk of damage. We're like a touch away from getting a kill here. Oh my goodness, it might be a sliver. Oh, it's dead. Dang.
Again, that extra 50% damage.
Yeah, I mean, we just cleared out those final 2 Brave points right there. We were just hovering over that 50% mark. Guaranteed, Willness does have like a 60 to 70% combo. It just starter was a little finicky for me on that one. So nice job here from Micro Penne.
Dodging the calculation. Rainbow Rocks getting caught by the DPs, and now we're seeing that Micro Penne is more than comfortable letting those reversals go through, and Rainbow Rocks doesn't quite have those fuzzy guards against this high-low mix-up that Willness presents, and now present with the Skybound art. We're seeing this dragon so often here, Zero.
Oh, absolutely. One of the 2 dragon characters on the roster.
Smack him, and there it is. Micro Penne able to take it 2-0 over Rainbow Rocks with the Willness.
Excellent pick on Willness. For an entire bracket that you're running first to 2, Willness is an excellent pick because that is no room for error. And even if the Willness makes a mistake, you will be able to pay back the prices we saw in that game 2, round 1. Was really able to turn things around. It's been for the SSBA victory. Yeah, Willness, no slouch of a character, just tough for Cagliostro to kind of keep up. She does have an excellent button in heavy to stop a lot of that mid-range. But I feel like this is a matchup that maybe Rainbow Rocks hasn't quite been introduced to enough to really get comfortable.
And well, we're currently waiting to get the next match set up as well. Our production is having various talks, so we're hanging out here looking at this delicious meal that Willness is presenting to us right now. Like I have been struggling, y'all, to find myself a meal here at the venue. Like I came in between like the vendors down here where I got like $50 in vouchers to try and get myself some food, but they're just not there. And I'm like, please, let me find something.
I was
I'm too
told
late,
that we
I'm
are
too
scheduled
early.
at a fine time where we can get food no matter what. No matter where you're at in your work schedule, you should be able to get food at some point. Now, maybe it's not the first block of food, but you might get food in the second one. Don't worry. You'll be able to use those vouchers, I'm sure, as we extend throughout the rest of this weekend here and look forward to what else
we got plenty of opportunities. Plenty of opportunities.
Oh,
It's not a matter of if, only when. And I'm doing good right now. I got some chips in me. I got a little bit of a cookie as well. So, I mean, I'm a gamer out here. That's a gamer diet.
I'm learning a new term. It's like you are doing such a boy lunch right now. It's like,
boy lunch. Honestly, though.
I had chips and cookie. That's not a meal, Magdaka.
I know it's not, but it's something in my gut. It is calories for me to use and spend talking to y'all right here and right now. As our next match is getting set up on the stream. I think you can see the names a little bit better than I.
No, I don't got the names quite yet here.
Velvet Semi?
Oh, yeah. You can right there.
Yeah, right. So actually, I know I got a couple of notes on them. Slide into frame notebook. I swear it's not a death note.
Just
imagine, just like I write your name down, you're going to get eliminated on stream.
Imagine.
I wrote everybody's
You have
names
all the
down.
stats. We have the notes. We have your tax information. Don't forget to do your taxes. Make sure you do your taxes early this year. No reason. Just you should probably do that.
I did, and let me tell you,
I highly recommend you should probably do that.
You should probably get those done.
This is the year that you should do it early.
Oh, looks like a button check with the Jetas right now. So we will let this rock for the moment until we eventually.
Yeah, I'm trying to see which pool are these two pulling out from. Is that D4? Looking like it's a D4 for Velvet and Semi.
Yep. This is a D4 matchup. Semi out from Leventon, New York. An Iron Grid regular out of those events, sometimes getting in the top 8 percentile. Velvet out from St. Louis, playing in the Maplewood Mayhem, the freaker champion of the Maplewood Mayhem, as well as a Curry Cup participant.
Oh no, on Zoe. Okay, my info.
Yo, so instead of a Jita mirror and button check, we're getting a Zoe mirror in real life. That's great. I love it.
Yeah, no, I'm a little thrown off there because I got some deets about the Velvet. We'll see how this plays out again. Like you said, Curry Cup is a regular appearance for Velvet here. So Zoe has been on a rise a little bit as well. Has been a strong character through and through. Received some excellent buffs.
Yes.
But man, talk about the mid-screen, a lot of great set play, especially with the Thunder combos. I think that has been really beneficial for her, even off of the forward special. Being able to follow through off of combos with that, with the ground bounce there, has been really superb.
Yeah, no, tons of really good buffs, and kind of reworking that vertical spinning slash as well to instead of trying to be a move that could be used as like a neutral skip option, kind of a bit of a better, stronger combo tool, as well as being improved as an anti-air, if I remember correctly. So,
yep. Yeah, that forward special being such an additional tool for combo routing, I think this character has really been able to shine in this iteration. We see Koji playing this character quite a lot lately. Got to catch some of that side games. A couple clashes, no throw off of it, but Semi has a huge grip of resources. But unfortunately missed times. Tries to go for the down special to keep things locked down in the corner. We still got the forward from Velvet to make the approach.
Yep, going to be corner, not quite into that corner, and so now Velvet actually able to catch that 2M. Both sides just taking a moment to regenerate their Wyvern gauge. It's Velvet who's able to actually reach with the 6XL first, but again, some stray hits not fully being confirmed, and we whiff punish that vertical spinning slash, and so now Velvet having control of the neutral. One of the other buffs too, getting that knockdown on counter hit, but oh, look at this. A nice good bit of damage from that full screen pressure.
2M trying to reach out once again. Spinning slash. The stagger pressure, that's an opportunity to throw a projectile. With the life deficit that you're at, you're not going to be able to get a free charge necessarily. Velvet able to shut it down with this dash light to close out the round.
All right, that's round 1 over till Velvet. We'll see if Semi is going to be able to find an answer.
Oh, geez. Nice chase down. He's trying to spot dodge that heavy beam, but Semi was right behind it with the dash light. All right, dash light again, right after projectile. Velvet not able to answer back fast enough. Maybe a light would challenge out here on the approach to start the shut down the dashing attacks that we're having here.
I think DP is going to connect. That is still a invincible reversal in Zoe's kit. But oh, we jump over yet again. And not able to really start a combo with it. You kind of have to use it to pick up air combos. And of course, you are slightly negative here.
I almost wonder if we wanted to go for throw bait. The throw bait thunder there on the forward approach, but instead we got down special here. Try to go for Tiger Knee. Block. Still bonds away with the medium dragon, but not a significant open quite yet. We got our throw, even on health, even on resources, except for Wyvern Gauge. No opportunities to challenge. It's a full block punish. Velvet gonna take that first game.
And then doing some other looking, I mispronounced it. Was Levittown, New York that Semi is from. These two have never played in a bracket before either. It's their first time encountering, at least according to the data on FG Combo was able to pull up. Whiff punish here from Velvet using that far heavy.
Oh, nice. The 2M charged up, and look at the amount of space that you're getting off of this thunder setups here, but there's nothing to back it up really. Velvet just goes for a full retreat more often than not. Holds the laser.
Charging up the Wyvern Gauge.
Ooh.
Mirror matches, but look at that. Semi diverting from the dragon spam to hop over, not really able to get much more than that poke.
Axe special to push for corner. Nice stagger into the heavy counter hit. Watch for corner.
Massive
Velvet
mirror.
cooking.
So far winning out in this mirror match. We'll have to see if Velvet can close it out here in this second round, or if Semi is going to be able to put on a show for us. You get caught, it's going to be a knockdown. Velvet running up, going for the low pressure. Semi just blocking it out. As we alternate between jabs and 6XLs.
With the jabs, +4 each time. I dare you trying to press here. Fishing for like maybe a whiff throw, but still gets the far heavy. Dash heavy, not gonna work here. Does get punished.
Yep, and we're close enough to the corner as well to use the launcher. Get a couple of dust loops, if you will, an homage to Soul Bad Guy with the animation from Guilty Gear. They get the knockdown, Velvet. Just gonna. Okay. We're feeling comfortable.
No
Still
kidding.
charging.
I mean, hey, you may as well.
Oh, get shimmied.
Interesting. We do have chain. That's actually pretty expensive here, but regardless, with how low on health you are, not gonna miss that break point. Missing that one now, actually. Now you're missing the break point because you don't get the challenge back off the Raging Strike. That's Velvet. 2-0 lead over Semi.
Yep, and that was just an unfortunate set of circumstances. Semi wanted to run up, get like a meaty-ish throw. You do have about 10 frames of wake-up and vulnerability to throws in this game, so you can't time it perfectly meaty. You have to have a small delay. And Semi was just a little too quick with it, so that's why you saw Velvet not get thrown, and then Velvet anticipated like a meaty and just wanted to go for Brave Counter. Hence the Raging Strike came out, it connected, against Semi, and then that just burned the last of the Brave points. And unfortunate circumstance, but that can be one of those things that can come up. Had Semi timed that throw correctly, would have absolutely beaten the attempt at a Brave counter. So misexecution can cost you in bracket.
It's interesting because you do play Zoe, so that's normally the set play scenario. You go for a Thunder setup here, or you just prepare like a heavy beam potentially to keep the character locked down after a wake up. But yeah, opting for throw is a big risk with little to no reward out of the setup that we had, honestly. So very unfortunate. But up next we do have Gucci. Stepping up to the stage here.
Shortening her tag from Gucci Blunt Wrap to Gucci. Little less of a mouthful, but you know, I mean, everyone was calling her Gucci for short anyway, so I think it kind of makes sense. This is actually a winner's final set, so both of these players are guaranteed out of the pool. It's a matter of who is in winner's side and who is in loser's side. So, of course, Gucci and our pool favorite to win, you know, like Paragon's own B-Paw, as well as Kanme's own Elsa, who's also playing in this wave.
Yep.
So we're seeing one of our leading contenders pulling up right here.
Yeah, going up against D.
Yeah, D. I think we got, yeah, it's actually, so I'm seeing like a little discrepancy. The stream queue has Black Mage written out. Meanwhile, in Start GG, it says that D was able to beat Black Mage.
That might be it, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have to double check and see.
Probably
I
Black.
think this is Black Mage. I think someone misreported a score on a Start GG, but.
I know the Black Mage name, but I've not met Black Mage in person, so.
So we'll get. Yeah, somebody might have misreported on Star GG. We'll
do
get some
have a
confirmation.
Zeta on the screen, though. It'll be fun trying to lock things down. A little dangerous territory here because you are going against UL, so have fun trying to parry some of these shenanigans. But UL, really under-talked character in my opinion. These UL players are out here having a good old time with some schmicks.
Yeah, but I mean, the most recent patch for UL was really good, giving her better confirms off of her third dance stance.
Right.
As well as, like, you know, some neutral skips as well with her, I don't remember the name of it, but, you know, it's her back special, I believe, where she flips back and then comes back in. She has some projectile invincibility, so she's actually able to play neutral a little bit more. We're currently just doing a little button check right here, so not actually the gameplay. D out from Canada, actually, and doing pretty well, taking first at the Lacombe Dome, if I'm saying that correctly. Meanwhile, Gucci out from New York, you know, an Iron Grid regular, but, you know, she's had many high placing events. I think one of the highest ones I can remember is like second or third at ECT 2 years ago.
Yeah, Gucci is out for the East Coast, so that, I'm trying to remember where she left off for Boston.
Okay.
That would have been one of the bigger ones that she ended up attending in this Arc World Tour. But yeah, Gucci up against Black Mage, kick it off, Zeta versus UL. Gucci always a UL faithful. This matchup is definitely going to be all about relentless offense, really trying to bait out some reversal attempts here. Trying to call out some of that Zeta parry. It's going to be a big deal. So we'll be looking out for those scenarios. And UL has no shortage of trying to bait out reversal options.
Actually don't have data on Gucci's account right now, so don't know if these two have had the chance to play before. Oh, no, there we go. Found her now. Pulling this up right here. These two have actually played twice before, actually. Both times in the Iron Grid, so this is kind of like a familiar run-in with themselves. It looks like there was a DQ from Gucci on one of these, so it just might be a case of there's actually only one set played between these two in December of last year, where Gucci took a set 3-0 over Black Mage. So might be a potential revenge here for Black Mage as these two are throwing down. The cross-up with Zeta will connect onto Gucci, leading to the full corner sequence here. And so Black Mage, let's see if we got that Zeta Oki ready to go.
Strong start, though. From Pogo set up, empty low. Still gets opened up here by Gucci. Going to return the favor as she goes coast to coast.
Throw as well, just added in. We're in the stance. Counter hit, that leads to a full confirm here. Zero and Gucci trying to build up enough Skybound gauge to end this with the Skybound R. Does so. Immaculate routing in order to secure this round one. Brilliant work indeed. Can be a little overwhelming to deal with UL in the corner, but this is just a full screen carry. Small life deficit turned out to big returns for Gucci. All right, thrust, watch it. Nice little safe chat though. Yep. Another throw as well. Gucci more than happy to take that one. I like it. Black Mage calling out the strike mix-up with the Rhapsody, able to cover those options. But oh my gosh, you stop right in front and Gucci was able to snipe you from the skies.
Ooh.
That was diabolical.
Watch it. This is where it becomes a nightmare scenario. Trying to deal with UL in the corner. Guess we'll just dash lane underneath. No big deal. Staggers misses the Fox Pillar.
Yeah, that could have been a whiff punish opportunity. Black Mage is going to be able to connect with the ultimate laser, get a full pickup right here. Not quite as much damage as it was in the first year of the game, but what a bait on the Brave counter. Not really able to get much more than that, but Black Mage finds the hit with the medium fireball. It's a full wall bounce into a combo. We finally have an exchange of rounds here on stream going into the end of our first game between Gucci and Black Mage.
And it's hard to save that conditioning at this point because we've only seen that pogo interaction twice now. The first one was low, second one high, but that is the risk in a first to two scenario. You don't have a lot of time to learn, so sometimes you take those chances off of a Brave counter.
Yeah, and it looked like Black Mage ran up, did a spot dodge, it seemed like to me, just to like do an animation to bait out a defensive choice from Gucci, and Gucci tried to throw, and Black Mage was able to then just jump, avoid the throw, using it as a jump shimmy. Come down, and there it is. Gucci again going for that defensive throw. Looking for a reversal Rhapsody. We get sniped by the charge laser. We spot dodge this one. Gucci able to fight back here, Zero.
Good chunk here, at least going to get right off the wall. This is where the mix potential comes in as we go for launch.
Oh! Where's your block button?
That was very clean. Still able to push back in the corner. Good parry.
Oh, we mistimed it. I think we wanted to run up, get a meaty overhead. It was a true strike throw, guess for game situation, and Gucci was just a few frames too quick on the trigger, and so Black Mage able to mash, get the whiff punish, and is up at 1-0 on Gucci, and it's only first to 2 in this match.
Yes, indeed. Does get the dash M low. Hopefully that doesn't weigh on Gucci's thoughts as she proceeds into this game number 2. Nice. Still got parry.
Overhead.
Max range overhead on that too, it seems.
Rhapsody, we're able to at least swap sides. Gucci's going to spend a second Brave point. Trying to run the offense. Good spot dodge from both players, actually. Black Mage able to retaliate against Gucci because of their own. Now Gucci's in the corner.
Wait. Caught by the last few frames of beam by the looks of it there? Because that was a full follow-up. Uh-oh.
Oh, and we baited right now. Black Mage in full control. Gucci playing a little bit nervous, but we dropped the kill combo.
The robbery there because Black Mage is close enough for close. Having wanted to stagger after the counter hit, and it does not connect. Black Mage in trouble.
I mean, there's some plot armor kicking here for Gucci, I think. Excellent tech on the throw. We respect the ultimate fireball. One last Brave counter here for Gucci, and the low comes through. Black Mage caught. That should have been a round up for Black Mage, but because of the missed execution, Gucci able to find an opportunity to keep herself in this set.
Absolutely tragic, getting caught staring at the flash from the Fox stance. Just get the overhead. Nice good block on the low.
Another one. Oh, multi-hit's able to deal with Rhapsody's armor point. Whiff punish again. Beautiful movement there from Gucci. Just the smallest little backdash to make the dive kick whiff. But Black Mage finds a reversal.
Out. Massive lead for Gucci. She might be able to answer back at this point here as Black Mage, though, does return to the mid screen. Lacking on resources, but that can be built up extremely quickly.
I like the reversal there from Gucci, able to spot dodge out of the throw. She's going to be able to get a bit of a reward here. Set up, throw. Black Mage will take it with the button mash. Again, Gucci, massive lead right here. Oh, and the reversal throw again, catching Black Mage, not able to get the meaty in time. And so Gucci ties up our set 1 apiece.
All right, it's about to get fast as we get in this final game of the set. Who gets to advance into top 192? At least on the winner's side.
True. Again, both of these players are guaranteed out of pools into the top 96 phase of the bracket, but you know, the difference between coming out on winners and losers side can be quite monumental. I mean, after all, you got to think some big sharks are already down there in losers, like Zane, for example, or Paragon.
Watch it. Nice approach with the throw still in stance. Good spot dodge twice, no less.
First Brave point spent by Black Mage. Full pickup here from Gucci. And we're going to put some extra pressure here as well. Force Black Mage down to their last Brave point. Gucci going to restock up to her 3. Ooh, the ultimate fireball comes through. No meter to follow up. Again, we go into our stance from the reversal flip. Throw, we tech it, but I mean, you're approaching chip kill situation here. Gucci just needs to be patient.
Yeah, with that late tech dealing. So, what do you even mean, brother?
You saw that Gucci even like saw the Ultimate Rhapsody come through, tried to bait it, but just pressed a little too soon. Black Mage has an opportunity here to go for a kill. Doesn't finish the combo, doesn't quite have the Oki. It's a punish with the throw. Gucci, the plot armor thickens.
Messy, but Gucci, she's still going to come out on top of the round. Black Mage, we know we can succeed. That's the thing. We have to just finish the combo routing.
Both sides actually trying to go for their counters in that little scramble there. Gucci able to punish Black Mage's attempt, and now we catch Black Mage in this corner. Can be a full combo launch here. Not going to be able to end this with Skybound Art, but that just means that Gucci has an opportunity to kill in the next hit.
Okay, good check on the block button right there. But Gucci, she's going to go for the throw. A perfect round. 2-1 lead. It advances to top 96 winner side.
Turns around, flashes a little peace sign to the crowd as well. Playing at the level that I think we would expect from her. But Black Mage had her in some troublesome situation. It just came down to execution errors again. I mean, mistiming the meaty. One of the situations to get, thrown, dropping the combo to get throw punished as well. I mean, there was a situation too where it's like you had the punish combo and then you just dropped it. Super unfortunate to see if you're Black Mage, but I know Gucci is going to be thankful for being able to coast out on winner side in the top 96.
Absolutely. That's a great way to go into the winner side of 96. Still a bloodbath of a series. This is where it gets really tough going forward here. Even with our next set that's coming up, it's going to be Elsa versus Sovereign to pull into this room here. And Elsa, again, last time we saw her was at Games Cup. She didn't have the most extraordinary run out there. Ran into some shenanigans, ran into a character that could be overwhelming, but if you check out Destin's video, you might be able to learn a thing or two about how to handle Vikala. We know my takes on Vikala anyway, so we don't have to rehash history, but check out Destin's video.
There it is.
You might learn a thing or two.
Yeah, big shout out, of course. And so now, Elsa, we kind of know, sponsored by Kame, has been able to perform incredibly well at various events throughout the Granblue Fantasy versus Rising career. I believe she's already qualified as well into the ARC finals. Not on the moment. No, it's that crazy still.
She is just outside.
Just outside. So yeah, that's the storyline. Set us up.
The storyline that really sets this up is we're looking at two teams. We're talking about Granblue teams, and it's Paragon and Conmay. Now, of course, Paragon does have a lock on Koji being into the points, already invited. And then we're obviously B-Pause, the other eyes on, right? And then there's, of course, Kame, who Zerom's so deep into the bracket anyways, and at least very well qualified, and Elsa is backed up into it. And there's still BSG, certainly the underdog here, and just on the cusp of victory. I know Saki's watching at home and probably sitting on the edge of his seat looking at, I need to make sure I maintain these points. And in fact, Saki, we're going to give you a little bit of a break. We'll be back with more Granblue action right after this.
Check out two of our artists, Kinda Not and Ianzu Art, located in Artist Alley booths R2 and L7. Be on the lookout for their upcoming Devil Trigger and Mob collections. Gatekeep.us for merch that beats life in a first to 10 and then says, I don't even play this game. The Skullgirls Community Tour 2026 is in full swing. Frosty Faustings is the first offline stop of the year. Coming to Combo Breaker, CEO, TNS Online, and more to be revealed. More details at start.gg/Skullgirls. Unleash the next era of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves with Season Pass 2, 6 explosive DLC fighters dropping monthly from January through June 2026, starting with Taekwondo master Kim Jae-hoon. Returning legends Nightmare Geese, Blue Mary, and Wolfgang Krauser join the fray, plus 2 epic mystery characters teased for massive surprises. Slashback returns April 11th and 12th for its 4th year in Northern California. Featuring an artist alley for the first time, they're taking their celebration of anime and fighters to the next level. Register now at startgg/slashback and follow their socials for updates. CEO 2026 returns to the massive Rosen Shingle Creek in Orlando, Florida on August 14th through 16th with the biggest lineup in history. And hey, while you're there, check out the 24-hour Jabali World Arcade with over 100 arcade cabinets, karaoke, and more. Registration is now live on startgg/CEO. Be sure to check out all of our awesome Frosty Faustings merch. Whether you're headed to your local or an important job interview, we've got the gear you need. Shirts, hats, pants, keychains, blankets, mugs. But it won't be here forever, so get yours now.
And welcome back, my friends, to the Granblue Fantasy versus Rising bracket here at Frosty Faustings 2026. I'm Mangaka, this is TNS's very own Zero, and we're here to give you more of the action coming to you live from the Lombard in Chicago, Illinois. It's going to be fantastic as our next 2 players, Elsa of Kanmei and Sovereign, are sitting down to play their winner's final round of pools to get out into top 96 of today's bracket.
Yes, indeed. I don't know who Elsa is going to play.
True, right? She's got such a deep character pool. I mean, this girl has played
We saw
Nier,
Kag.
Cagliostro, Vicala. I know she dabbles with the Vicala.
Still going to be Kag. All right. Spoilers, chat. It's going to be Kag. Sovereign going to be on Zeta. Showing off the Zeta plushie, of course. But yeah, we're locking in for Elsa. And as before we went off stream, right, Elsa, one of the players, she's not quite qualified yet. She has to get some of these points out here. Cygames Cup was an important tournament for her. And she fell short of scoring into the bracket here. So today, this is all important. She has to make it into this top 8. She has to achieve a grip of points. I got to double check exactly where she left off because she's pretty far down there as I recall.
Right, yeah, so this will be a battle of Elsa representing Texas and Sovereign representing Syracuse, New York. Sovereign, of course, having their own successful fighting game career, getting 17th at CEO in Granblue last year, 9th at the Play Mids number 5. And Elsa, with 115 points, is currently sitting at the 27th spot on the Arxis World Tour leaderboard. So quite a ways down there because if I remember correctly, you got to get up into at least the top 15, top 16 to qualify.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's why I said Saki right on the cusp, right? Is the last one to see what goes down. If things change today between Elsa, BSG, it might be a wrap if someone just cooks and climbs up the ladder. All right, so dive, Sovereign chasing things down against Elsa, trying to even the odds. Beautiful parry.
All right, we're going to be able to get this through. Now, these 2 players have never played each other in bracket before, but have more than enough tournament experience. Elsa playing in 132 tournaments, meanwhile, Sovereign playing in 66 tournaments. Both of them boasting win rates that are fairly high, 57% win rate for Sovereign. Meanwhile, Elsa with a whopping 66% win rate. So you definitely argue that Elsa's a favorite here as she finishes out this round 1. But I think Sovereign has potential to play spoiler and basically run a calamity on Elsa's Arxis World Tour dreams.
Yeah, this is a crazy Arc World Tour for Granblue, and it'd be a real shame to see a fallout here. But I don't suspect that Elsa's going to make it easy for Sovereign to close this out, especially on winner's side of things. Oh, what a throw bait! Sovereign!
Again,
All right, we need a player cam on Sovereign throwing out these specials because my God.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, y'all got to see this, actually. We can see all the camera stuff. Sovereign is emotive with those shoulders. Every time they flick that wrist, it's like their whole body moves with it. Like they're in there fighting themselves. Conversion not available after that back throw with the Mihen trap. Gonna bait out the Rhapsody. Not quite able to get the punish. We have to wait for the follow-up. Oh, wow, we just went all in.
Nice medium beam, but a spot dodge from Elsa. This is a beautiful position. No, not the medium beam. Oh, my God. Okay. All right, just relax. No, it's over.
Everything's fine. Is what we would say? Yeah. Simple input reactions. Simple input reactions.
I'm trying to tell you guys, it's over. The moment. It wasn't a drop. Elsa was like, I'm tired.
I'm
We need to
tired.
stop this.
Yeah, right. He's like, go ahead, spaz out. I'm ready. I got 100% bar.
Battle 1. Begin.
Run up Rhapsody. That's a ambitious move from Sovereign. Not quite working out. We got the double Mihen traps just above. This will lead into a throw confirm is what I would have said.
But this never mind.
Okay.
Little sketch off of those, but we're getting through this. Elsa holding a down back position here as Sovereign starts to whittle away. Not taking the bait to try to take out the low hex before getting speared, but still going to get tossed. Good launcher. Super.
Wow, the last burst of damage at the end. Not even with a Brave Point boost to it either. That was just, the raw usual damage of that super. So
Yeah.
Elsa, again, up around here as Sovereign. Doesn't really look like they're going to be able to play spoiler for Elsa's tournament run today.
Ooh! Already landed by that point. The 2H goes off the wayside. Staggers with the light. Nice tech here from Elsa. Nope. You try to take out the low hex. I understand you use the faster button with the 2L.
Yeah.
Not going to work out though. Sovereign with the minor life lead. Catching the back dash. Able to chase things down.
Not quite reaching. Firing away again. We're going to jail him. Looking for a Brave counter, hence why you saw that dodge in the middle of the triple strike sequence. Elsa fighting her way out of this corner. Gets sniped, though, by the ultimate skills. Sovereign should be able to get the confirm into a round for themselves. Well done, keeping the set alive.
Has to survive here.
Battle 3.
So we can finish out the round. Let's approach the 5H. What a Rhapsody there.
Take him into the corner here now, Sovereign. Gonna hit the combo limit off that 5U. Couple of jab pressures.
Oh my lord, trying to get a BC there, but we have a stagger with the heavy.
Not gonna be enough to kill, but Elsa definitely in a rough spot right here. Empty low, we block it.
Oh my goodness, a clash, it leads into a thrust. Nice golden throne, the roll.
Also now Elsa has the corner, goes for a throw, maybe trying to call out a Rhapsody.
And that
2H
Granblue
baited
zone.
again.
She really tried to sit out in that Granblue zone, right, to call out anti-air opportunities. Nice spot dodge. 55 seconds left, a ton of time for Elsa to try to finish the round. Does get the throw. SSBA opportunity, here it is.
This just might be enough. You're going to strip away 2 of the Brave points. And it is Sovereign is going to be turned into a statue of Elsa's victory as she qualifies on winner's side of top 96.
It's a good start here for Kame Esports as they continue down this run. I mean, honestly, we're looking pretty strong right now for the two teams that are to highlight of this bracket. But Sovereign will also advance just on loser side. See that in just a bit as we continue throughout this bracket here and qualify towards top 96 action. Happening tomorrow because top 8 is Sunday. Will be happening in the main ballroom for that one.
So weird to think of Frosty Faustings as a proper 3-day event with top 8s on Sunday. It used to just be that we get all this stuff done Friday, Saturday, and then hang out, party, and Sunday.
Yeah.
But suffering from success, Elvin Shadow and the team are putting on their DJ Khaled, and I'm happy to see it as it is. I mean, so many big tournaments this year for Frosty Faustings. Guilty Gear Strive, Granblue, 2XKO, the new game on the block, over 900 competitors, I think, some odd number like that, and Street Fighter 6. Of course, up in there too, so it's going to be an awesome day throughout all the weekend. Make sure you're following all of the Twitch channels out there that are helping support this event. And, drop a follow for IFCYipeS as well, because we're going to be keeping up the Granblue action. And, of course, just see me again later tonight for Dragon Ball FighterZ Top 8.
Ooh.
So that's going to be right here on this Twitch channel, all right? And I can't wait to talk about my favorite game out there. My favorite game.
It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Yes, indeed.
This is going to be a good time, too. You see this?
Yeah, this next set, I'm certainly excited. The heartbreaker of a player out here for me, Beepaw, up against Micro Penne. We'll see. I mean, again, remember last year's LCQ run in such a massive set between BSG and Beepaw. I don't think anyone's going to ever forget it. There's a lot to be said here. Times have changed the whole year forward as we see Beepaw try to make a strong run. We'll be playing Fairy today. We already saw Micro Penne on the Willness
Yeah, and make sure that we get that sponsorship tag on Beepaw as well as PAR for Paragon. We're going to have to get that support through there. If only production had their headphones on. Love you, production. We'll make sure that happens. I think the crew's coming to tell them right now, hey, don't forget that sponsor tag.
Well, anyway, we do have it's a tough matchup here in terms of trying to get some recovery going and closing the gap against Fairy when you're playing on Willness, but you're only looking for that one stray shot. Again, the Hadron Smash not quite going to be as helpful as we're looking for, but the Volcanic Knee is the tool of this match.
And you know what? There's actually a fun little storyline right here. So these two have played once before in a Paragon line bracket. It was in the latter portion of the bracket, and Micro Penne took that 2-0 over Beepaw. That's the only set these two have played in a tournament, and that was back in August of last year. And so I gotta imagine that, you know, Beepaw might be thinking about that outcome, and we're not gonna be seeing the characters we're expecting. This could be a button check. I'm reading button check, Zero.
Yeah.
I'm reading a button check. So
because I know Beepaw's not playing Galleon.
Right.
I promise you. I know there was an era where we were playing Galleon.
Yeah, that week release.
We're not seeing that. We're not seeing that.
Right, so these two will do a quick little button check. But, I mean, I got to highlight Beepaw's stats as well. I mean, they have been absolutely a monster. 425 events entered with over 2,282 matches of Granblue played on their career. That is absolutely sick with a 67% win rate. I mean, Beepaw is an absolute monster. It's no wonder that Paragon picked them up. Micro Penne, also, you know, experienced competitor, playing 146 events with a 52% win rate, right? So a little more closer to that 50-50 score line. And now we're going to be seeing the characters come out. Fairy is locked in, but, Micro Penne actually going to stick with the Soras instead of that Willness.
Same mental game plan, though.
True.
The difference, though, is that you have that massive Lariat. The alt Lariat's really going to help try to chase down some of those stray normals coming from Fairy. If you throw out GG, guaranteed alt Lariat that comes through and just explodes. So Beepaw will have to keep that in mind as we approach this matchup. It's still the same principle applies, though, on the side of Beepaw, trying to be that annoyance on the linear approach coming from Soras, right? So GG is going to be a threat, constantly putting out the 5S or even just medium or heavy buttons. Start things off here against Micro Penne. So you already got the low, go for 5S again.
All right, and yeah, Beepaw just playing that Fairy neutral. Here comes that GG. We don't have to worry about those ultimate Lariats you were talking about now until we get that 50% power spike. Micro Penne, though, up to 3 stocks on the guts.
And we also get that wide berth to avoid the up kick, right? That forward smash. Oh my god.
Big scoop here.
Bring it in. Nothing further. Plenty of damage on the table here. Let's just keep it simple, honestly. You play that Granblue zone, keep putting Micro Penne into the corner.
Overhead.
Yep. Not enough to get our kill. It's a pretty minimal starter, right?
Yep.
So.
Ultimate GG just to keep Micro Penne under lock and key. And I mean, Micro Penne has yet to make an aggressive move, just kind of standing there, flexing with that 5U, like, go ahead, whip me.
And it's difficult. It's so difficult. There's our first EX Lariat.
Ultimate Macho here.
Yeah,
We're getting a little bit of life thanks to the recent buffs.
Still trying to chip away. Beepaw all too comfortable just wait full screen. Not much you're going to be able to do here.
60 seconds in, Micro Penne.
Oh.
Pulling the way through. Finally, we get a hit, and I mean, look at the damage that Beepaw just took from that situation.
Oh, no!
Oh, and Anniers!
All right, but still not enough to finish the job. 5L, we go for GG here. If we could just weather the storm, and Beepaw certainly does with 16 seconds left on the clock.
But I mean, the pressure that we were able to exude in that transformed state, Micro Penne just demonstrating that they're not out of it and more than willing to play the long game against the zoners. We're getting in now, getting some plus frames, and finally it's Soars' turn to dish out the normals. Beepaw finds the perfect sweep, takes the turn, has GD to cover the crossover.
The spodge! Let's open things up for a corner combo. Don't mind if I do.
Truly professional right there. If you're scouting out Brave counter, you have to be ready for the Raging Strike to come out if you don't do anything. And now Beepaw taking control yet again of this mid-screen. Micro Penne trying to find the next opportunity. We get the jump in, but GG's there. GG was there, Zero.
So able to hold this corner position one more time here with the GG setup. Waiting for the opportunity to open things up with that 2L Beepaw first game.
And I just love it. You know, waiting for the GG summon to pop off to keep that Sora's under lockdown, and then adding on the mental stack. Hey, I went high in last time. I did that jump fuzzy overhead low. Sign of respect from Beepaw, not just spamming the same mix-up over and over like you're not going to be ready for it, but anticipating that Micro Penne would be ready for it. Yep. And don't forget, again, I highlighted that the last time these two played, it went to Micro Penne, but that was online in a Paragon Online bracket. This is Frosty Faustings offline in double elimination.
Do you have the date of that bracket?
The date of that bracket was August.
It was August of last year,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, August of last year. Yeah. August 29th of 2025.
That would
number
have
80.
been, I'm trying to remember the era that would have been for Beepaw. That we would have been back on Fairy.
Okay.
I think it might have been post-Galleon era, but that would have been near launch of Wilderness.
Right.
So maybe it was a Wilderness matchup.
Possibly so, right?
And that's not all the info, because that could have been ladder portion. Not
yeah, that was ladder.
Yeah,
it was ladder. It was in the ladder portion, not in the top 8, right? Because Paragon would do that first to 3. So they only play in the ladder bracket. When in that ladder format, the sets aren't as important because if you lose, you just play the next set. You're looking for that overall score
Good
line.
God! Wait a minute.
Oh, yo.
Who's actually on the screen here? I thought Wilderness was in the hands of Micro Penne. Beepaw just stripped out a whole life.
And look at that chip kill.
Checkmate. Beepaw looking to finish the job. This is harder. I would think that's significantly harder for Wilderness to try to close the gap against Fairy.
Oh, but close the gap we do, and now Beepaw's in the corner. And oh, the low comes through. So bit of damage here. We get the stagger reset. Overhead now. But this is all that Micro Penne really needs, right? The Soras, while having the better neutral tools, didn't really have the same mix-up potential that Wilderness has, backed by this explosive combo damage. That's a round and a perfect from Micro Penne.
Make a mistake. That's the thing. Like, it's never an easy feat. Like, on paper, like, this looks like, oh, Fairy should be the dominant one in this matchup. But when it's Wilderness, that X factor is, if I make a single mistake, I'm in trouble. And as we just saw, if we get the open, oh, man.
Spot dodge, overhead this time. Taking Penne into the corner. DP baited, absolute masterclass display of patience from Beepaw right there. Again, the next setup comes through. Throw. GG will be there to allow an extension even. We got Skybound R2, 0. We're going to drop the ball.
Good chunk of extra damage for that one. And the stagger. Beepaw advances winner side, top 96 at Frosty Faustings.
And that is now a tied head-to-head record for those two players. Beepaw taking the offline set. Micro Penne going to have to hold on to the bygone era of that online bracket. And so, Beepaw staying in the winner's side, going in the top 96. Micro Penne does fall to loser's side, where there's tons of other strong players, and the road to top 8 gets harder. You have to play 2-3 times as many sets in order to get there. But for Beepaw, who's trying to compete for those ARC World Tour points, very important win, able to maintain that run and set themselves up for success later in the bracket today.
Yes.
Hope you're all having a good time at Frosty Faustings. It's one of my favorite events. It's an immaculate vibe, so long as I don't go outside. I saw that snow coming on down. It is like 0 degrees Fahrenheit. I have to specify that.
It wouldn't be Frosty if there wasn't a blizzard.
Right, you know,
Every year, it's required that there is a blizzard for Frosty.
Well, why else call it Frosty? You know, it's like, I know people were like, why is it always got to be winter? Then I guess it wouldn't be Frosty Faustings.
It wouldn't be a Frosty Fausting, exactly.
Hosted in summer, what we're going to call it Sunny Saustings? No, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. No.
There's sauce involved.
Sauce involved. Someone's going to start a tournament with that. I'm going to be like, I want my royalties for giving you that name. Sunny Saustings.
I'm just exploring through these D pools because we're kind of rounding out already those who have advanced. Loser side, we do have Onego versus Rainbow Rocks to qualify for top 96. This should be...
Yeah, we're trying to find our next match right now. Scoreboard has yet to be updated for us. We do see the players sitting down right there. I'm sorry, I don't recognize everybody. But I do see the Conway players hanging out there. Zerom right next to Elsa.
Yeah. D3 is already wrapped up at home.
It's Niantic and Velvet.
Oh, yes.
So I believe that's a P4 pool match, right? So Velvet, I think I've talked about them already, out from St. Louis.
Yeah, we played Velvet was on earlier.
But Niantic is the new player here for us to talk about. San Francisco representative, playing in the Astral Beatdown back in January, taking that tournament actually as like the champion, as well as the Guild House Weekly as well. So fairly strong competitor. Let me see if I can get some head-to-head data. while the two players
That's
load
a
up.
NorCal native out here, Niantic, should be playing on the Beatrix after this button check gets wrapped up here. Yeah, Beatrix likely, we've seen Sandalphon come from Niantic. I don't suspect that we'll see that, but I would be a fan if I saw Sandalphon coming out here.
I absolutely would be too. Can you believe that there hasn't been like any sort of balance changes to Sandalphon since its release?
Yeah, I believe it. He's an excellent character.
Ooh, okay, I see you.
You can Beatrix.
I think he's fine.
Yeah.
I think he could use some bonuses.
Yeah,
for
right.
Sure.
That's kind of like leaning into like some of like the discussion about the state of the game, where it's like I know that Virium on Twitter was putting out like, yo, all these characters have not received a balance patch change in like, you know, since this date.
Beatrix.
And it's been quite a bit of while where we've had a very stable game where so many patches have come through and it's only targeted a handful of characters at a time. We're only in kind of like a stable environment with only a few new variables for competitors, but some players also like, yo, I want to shake things up. I'm tired of the meta that we have, but they're still here, they're still playing, and I still love the game.
My thoughts are that the EX characters are that tease, because let's not forget how Backshift worked and Overdrive worked in Vanilla, leading up to the next chapter of Granblue. You know, that's my guess. It's my guess. I don't know anything, but I think there's potential.
Well, in that case, please
All right, so here we go. It is Beatrix pulling up against Velvet on the Zoe.
Yeah, these two have not played each other before. So it's a first-time encounter here at the Frosty Faustings pool bracket. I believe it's still winner's side of the tournament, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
It's a winner's qualifier here.
Yeah, so they're both out in top 96 already. Just a matter of who stays in winners and who falls to losers. We saw Velvet earlier, of course, win the Zoe mirror match, but now we're seeing one of the strongest introduced characters in Granblue, Beatrix. Been a menace ever since she was added into the game, and despite some of the nerfs that she's received, still a very strong character, still arguably in a top 5 position.
I think y'all just needed to block low and you didn't want to.
I know, right? But that's why she's good. Just preying on the desires of the player themselves. Let me walk back. Let me play neutral with my feet.
Oh, nice spot dodge here off the medium. Oh, try to charge in with the DP right there. Not going to work out. Get blasted by the laser. All right, ult, slow things down for the next call of the dragon.
Taking a turn. Nice jab check from Velvet. Blocking low. Look at that, y'all. Counterplay. Simple as that.
And if it's medium, you throw. Please attempt to throw more. I dare you.
All right, Niantic, though, going for that shimmy. What an explosive sweep out from Velvet. I mean, no signs of resistance, no signs of being aggressive on defense. That finds the perfect moment, and because of that, the situation will now turn to give Velvet this extension. Wall bounce with the old skill. Raging Strike does it, cashing out. Velvet has the crowd on their side.
Yeah, 18 seconds left on the clock. Not afraid of the Delta clock. As one should be. You know, don't fear that Delta clock.
6XL, though, gets Niantic the next starter.
Off the
Close
wall.
enough, yep.
Oh, interesting route. Go for the dash H to extend a little bit further.
Oh, same
Woke up with the
situation.
2U.
Yeah, so Velvet's trying to call out these shimmies from Niantic by, you know, if you're walking back, you can't block low. You have to be able to walk back and immediately go to that down back position. And now Velvet is going to take Niantic into the other corner. Cash out on damage, regenerate that Wyvern gauge. Nice jump, good block on the cross up.
Yeah, very fortunate that we were able to get over that without getting anti-aired. But the chain, we got plenty of resources to finish the round here. And thanks to that new change for Zoe, able to combo off the spinning slash, but still not enough to kill.
But, I mean, Niantic back to the wall. Busts out with the super skybound art. It's a spot dodge. Velvet not able to punish too far away to actually catch the recovery frames. Niantic able to get corner steal.
There's no chip here. Now there is.
Now
Just
there
got
is.
that. All right. Plus frames off of the medium. Run up with throw.
Again.
Uh-oh. Watch it. It's anyone's game!
And there it is.
Attempted the throw bait, but it was not established deep enough here. Velvet going for the spinning slash instead.
Not to mention, too, Velvet choosing the ultimate reversal option that would have covered the throw anyway. So Niantic had to have make a hard call out on that one option Velvet picked. And so now Velvet currently with the set lead. Let's see if Niantic, though, can start mounting a comeback right here. Excellent tech on the throw. Velvet. Ooh, this is a big punish starter zero.
Absolutely. Start with the heavy triple attack. We just go for DP under here. Grip damage off of that one. We just need one more significant combo to finish the job. BCU keep you in the corner. Not going to give this up with the 5U to finish it.
Another reason, too, that Velvet might have picked that reverse in that situation, Beatrix having that command grab that you can't throw tech, so making just a call out to cover as many aggressive options. But now Velvet going to be able to stagger. Ooh, no confirm over that close heavy, but I mean, I wouldn't have expected Niantic to get hit there either.
Risky medium ride free.
Plus frames. Ooh. Again, Velvet's timing on these reversal mashes is so perfect, just baiting Niantic into looking for something, and the moment Niantic decides to commit, there's a 2U.
Oh my goodness, clash right through it. All right, 2L. That's our starter. Not a significant amount of damage, but enough to at least set up the situation to put for corner.
Wyvern Gauge coming through with that sweeping breath. Brave counter spent by Niantic. Velvet going to create more space in mid-screen with a backdash. Get off of me. Both sides now down to Duke Brave points. Excellent spot dodge.
Dash light. Here we go. Chain. Enough resources to get the round.
All right, and so Velvet taking us into a final round in game 2. So this is set point for Velvet. Niantic trying to force that game 3.
Dash light to start. Ooh, walk back. Risky business. Nice 2M to interrupt. First attack for Velvet. Big jump. Not enough to convert off of that. It's the medium fireball. Nice
Throw work. They get the knockdown here. Wake up with reversal. Second time we've seen it from Velvet.
Oh, with the heavy. All right, nice little charge. The ult denies.
Wake up mash as well. Good lord. I mean, Velvet just alternating the defensive options so effectively. Even I can't guess what option's coming up next.
That's a ranked mindset right there, and it seems to be working out.
Throw comes through, Niantic. Having success getting those to connect. Ooh, we barely able to make that 2M whiff, but not really get much out of it. Oh, and the low. If Niantic does not drop this combo 0, I think we're about to see game number 3. All right, all of a sudden, this set just got a lot spicier. The Beatrix able to catch with the low 2L and confirm.
Is that just a primal beast ring?
Taking a moment to think about it here.
And let me tell you, those ramen runs go stir. Forever righteous. Round 1.
Dash light chases things down here. The opener is for Niantic, who puts it to the corner.
Full corner combo as well. Going to end this with a DP. Stagger pressure right here. Velvet eventually going to spend the Brave counter. Hold the pressure. And oh my gosh, another 6XL for Niantic. This time it's going to be the Thunderbird leading into the rest of the confirm. Do we spend some super here? Indeed we do. Strip a Brave point away. Oh, we dropped actually, so Niantic did regenerate their Brave point. If I remember that expended correctly, all the rounds are starting to blend together, 0. Oh, 2U.
Nice, got that launch. The chase down. See, it was supposed to be a dash right on the side from Niantic, but Velvet came out faster. Backing us the wall. Not enough. Oh, there it is. Fishing for the heavy.
And since we weren't near the corner, did not lead to a full combo off the EX riding free. Brave counter again coming through from Niantic. Both sides down to a single point. Dashing
Jeez,
over.
It's unblockable. It's unblockable, actually. Technically unblockable. No one's ever been able to block it.
That's diabolical. Busting that out at this stage of the game. First running 6M that we've seen.
I get you the wallop of the century. Oh, caught the back dash.
Yeah, Velvet, I think, trying to call out these throws more often because Niantic has been so consistently playing a strike throw shimmy based game. A mash comes through, and Niantic is just saying, I'm done throwing you. It's time to punch you out.
Being relentless is Niantic. Standing tall like a swan. Completely unstoppable as Velvet does what they can to try to push Niantic right back out.
Oh, we do catch, but no confirm available off of that. 6XL.
That's it. It's a wrap and a finish. Niantic will advance to winner's side. Top 96. Majestic and proud, just like a swan.
Royal Bird, very regal. Excellent play from both players as well. Got to see that go to all 3 games. Niantic, I think, finally got a read on what the reversal wake-up options were, however.
Yeah.
I mean, at the very end of it, there's 2 different mashes on wake-up that we tried out, and Niantic just stuffed them both with those hard and true meaties. And so I think that, you know, by the end of it, Niantic was able to make those adjustments, find those right reads, and find success over Velvet. Velvet still in top 96. It's just going to be on the loser's side of that bracket. So again, down there with a whole bunch of other Sharks that have been losing, and it's a fierce one. And the road to top 8 gets ever so longer once you fall down to that side.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be pretty stacked. Top 96 section here. Again, everyone hungry for those final qualifying points for Arc World Tour. I think we're going to start getting to the loser side of qualifiers here. Let's see. So D4 is set and done.
Yep.
D3 is done. I think we're in
D1.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going over to D1. Our next match is going to be Reich, a player out from Houston, Texas, performing at events like Knocks Out 2025, getting 4th out of 38 players there, and getting 9th out of 70 at Astral Finish 2025. His opponent is going to be Cheeky, by the look of it. Hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I mean, you know, I see G, I see Key, like, you know, makes me think of Dragon Ball. And we got a little bit
Not
of
every game is Dragon Ball here, mangaka.
Cheeky. I wish it were. Organizer, though.
Every
This is
art
Teal.
game has a Goku holding it together.
True, right? That's what I'm saying. Cheeky, an organizer for EX Clash Peru, actually. So we have a Peruvian competitor pulling up here today. A Hype Zone attendee, setting various high placements in those brackets. So very excited to see we get an example of some international competition pulling up in this pool wave. And this is loser's side, so this is to get into top 96 losers. Whoever is losing here is eliminated from the tournament. So this is tournament life on the line. We're going to see all the sweats and all of the shakes. And we're going to see this heck yes.
Ah, yes, indeed.
Unadulterated.
Thank you so much, Aaron DeMac, for blessing us with this glorious costume. Were it not for you winning EVO,
Port Breeze
we would not have this costume.
Thank you, Aaron. Based Aaron DeMac.
versus Belial.
Belial. I still feel like a very solid character. I don't think we see enough. I've seen a lot of players who, you know, gave Belial a little shade, coming right back.
Right.
Like, look at what all the other characters did for you, and look where it led you. Right back to me. Yes.
Right back to daddy and the sugar. Something like that. He'd say it like that. All right. Well, these two have never played before, as kind of would be expected given their regions. But, you know, both fairly experienced in brackets. 95 events played for Reich, 56 played for Cheeky, 56% win rate in career-wise for Reich, 50% on the dot for Cheeky. So
Yeah, Reich's one of the last few Grom players out there.
And yeah, this is just a default Gron, not EX
No,
as well.
default, yeah. No one-button DP. It's a two-button.
It's 2 buttons now. You got to hold forward, as
As
God intended. All right, let's get
First
into this.
two action here. Spot dodge to the round start. Let's see how it trades, though. Up the 2 Shotos. Belial, a little bit tricky. That far medium, Asmodeus.
Plus some block. Reich will brave counter just to alleviate some pressure. Spot dodge. We charge the fireball, so not actually able to get anything out of it. But still, how many? How many? How many? Every single one of them, Zero. Every single one of them. That was like 6 in a row. He just kept shoulder checking.
Because it's his turn. He's the dominant force.
And there it is, that medium DP as well to bait the throw. Reich's trying to jump or something like that, but here's that command throw you were thinking of. Oh, okay. I think that might have been an ultimate throw attempt and we didn't have the meter for it. I can't think, or we were calling out DP, like we were just going big brain of, let me just run up a counter.
All right, BC back for corner, stacking for the light. There's our ult DP out. Does get the kill. It was a distraction.
It was a distraction, right?
Distracted by this insanely attractive character.
It's like, bro, what do you do for leg day? What don't I do? Oh, the wake up mash?
Interesting.
Ooh, but
Why
no-
didn't we follow through, Cheeky?
Not sure what happened there. maybe want to try and bait out a DP, you know, threatening a command throw thing, or I think we just might have had a complete space as, wait, what do I do next?
Dash up with the light.
Jump, no punish.
I do got to know that Rice has been pretty consistent at just guarding those ult fireballs coming from Cheeky.
Yeah, true, give him that extra bit of skybound gauge, right? But here we go.
This one is the opener for the corner carry.
Common limit reach. Oof. DP, get off of me, I say. Side swap, command throw, just enough.
Sneaky, didn't react to the sounds that it is going to be a game.
Finally, I've twisted the skies to my will.
All right, so Cheeky, again, international competitor here. You know, they've traveled farther than a lot of other players would have, so don't want that run of yours to end in losers in pools, so pipe it on the line. See if Reich, though, will be able to keep the protagonist on the victorious side of the story here. Oh my god, the air-to-air confirmed, though.
Here. Nice, but still BC out. Oh, nice pickup. And full conversion, not enough to build for super. I'm surprised actually we got for that second Croatia. Nice, JM, that's around here. Cheeky coming out on top.
All right, executing pretty well so far. You know, just demonstrating the power that Belial still has. The nerfs to him
So
about like a year and a half ago
yeah.
is like, you know, he's not the same pressure monster as he was, but I mean, he's still just a strong hit confirm character, and he still has good pressure.
Yeah. Oh, flash. Interesting calls for the EX fireball here. Pulls it back instead of push forward.
Hold this pressure. Whiff punish, not able to get the follow-up though.
Get the far medium at least.
Don't forget that
Yeah.
EX Asmodeus, or the Ultimate Asmodeus, excuse me, not plus on block anymore, so you can just try to force a turn. Get caught, jump, look for the throw, not able to catch. Mash again, that's right, that ain't plus. Reich knows, says, what are you doing?
Well, it's still at least safe. You still maintain your safety net. It's just not guard crushing anymore.
Right. Ooh, are we able to get the kill here? We are, right? Able to get around here in game 2. Keeping this set interesting.
Couple rounds in here. We'll see if Reich can close this one out. Dash M is the start. Ooh, cut it short here off the back special.
Less frames, looking for a DP for a moment. Excellent jump out. Reich, though.
I was wondering when a Grand 2U was going to come out.
Right? It's been too long since we've seen him breakdance. Oh! The walk up into the close heavy with a mortal counter hit. Reich should be able to close this one out, taking us to yet another final game here in Granblue pools for Frosty Faustings.
When we unite to fight, nobody.
Fight with honor.
Okay,
Round
okay.
1. Begin.
Looking more like Return of the Jedi as opposed to The Empire Strikes Back here for our protagonist.
Deep jumping. That was a brave one at that. No anti-airs. And that's the thing. Like, there have been few anti-air opportunities come from Cheeky, but Reich all too ready for him.
Catch the jump. Get off of me, though. Don't want to hold that plus on block to him. Ultimate fireball at the right moment. Cheeky somehow inviting Reich to go for those fireballs after that little walk back and forth, and they're just saying, I'm going with my highest priority move to win this situation.
Does get another ult fireball here, right? Catching that boot. 2U does get blocked. Good awareness from Cheeky. Nice little adjustment there.
6XL.
That's it. Nice hiccup here, the counter hit. Able to finish the round. Same situation as game 2.
All right, can Reich find that last bit of grit within themselves to keep their tournament run alive here? 2H, no counter hit though, so we don't get a follow-up, but we do successfully anti-air the jump.
Toss. BC away. Nice pickup, the Asmodeus.
Brave counter again, both sides have spent a point. Now Cheeky has spent 2, taking an extra 30% damage on every single hit that Reich can find, if it even comes up. Again, the just guard, like you mentioned, Reich now, with because of that, up to 100% skybound gauge.
Our launcher, Cheeky, no brave points. So much health on the table here with no meter to try to get anything back. This is huge.
This is
Reich
huge.
should be able to, yeah, I think we can close this out.
That overinvestment of the Brave points from Cheeky Right just needed that one hit. All of a sudden, it looked like Avatar Belial was on the stage instead of Classic Belial with how quickly that life depleted. Big jump. Excellent whiff punish right there. Going to get the massive extension. We'll take the knockdown. 6XM, catch the jump.
Late tech. Pull right back in. No, really? I thought, well, with the stagger change now on the fireball, that does make sense if you get trapped onto you.
Right.
Maybe not opting to keep those frames. Here we go. Fireball.
An excellent jump, but we're still able to recover and block just in time,
Yeah.
too. We blocked the Brave counter, take the hit. Reich, I think, was trying to jump out, got caught by the 5L. So Cheeky has an opportunity here to cash out, and I think we're going to see the Skybound arc just to put Reich to do a guess for game mix-up here between strike and throw. And
Stop. No. All right, bro. You know what? That's a Grand classic right there. Grand would do that.
Look at him.
Reich can't be mad because
He'll take your place.
Reich
in
should
the
do the same.
dimensional
Reich just,
rift.
you know what?
yeah, right.
I recognize the game. I recognize the game. That's what you do.
Game, recognize game.
That's
Empty jump
crazy.
GP to
the skies
block
to
a
my will.
reversal fuzzy mash
Wonder
that
will
would
be able
have
to
tech the
tell
throw
Silius
or a proper throw tech.
I shudder
Absolutely
in
crazy.
anticipation.
Absolutely crazy. But I mean, hell of a way to qualify into the loser side of top 96. We're seeing a little bit of jib-jab between the two players right now as we continue on with this wave of pools for Granblue. Coming up on about 10 minutes left of the block, and we're going to have one more match for y'all here today. We're going to be flexing the character art. I like it.
Just start opening up the Rolodex, the collectible art
Yeah,
that
right?
you gave for the event.
Yeah.
This is the sticker I got. This is something else.
Here's my wooden coasters. You know, here's all the posters I've acquired. All of like, I mean, my brother and I have been reporting to each other what we've been getting in the artist alley as it is. He's got all kinds of pins, everything like that. I've been finding stuff for me, finding stuff for the lady back home. And now we're going to get into, I believe, our final match of this Granblue block.
Yep.
Before we move on, I think we have another wave of Granblue pools out of this set, right?
There is another wave of Granblue.
pools. Granblue pool, yeah. You
Granblue.
Granblue. Granblue.
Yeah. There's another wave. After this, I know there's one at 8 o'clock as well. So we've got a couple waves that'll be running through as we wind down to that top 96 territory here.
Yep. So we're gonna get the player names up here. I know the player 2 side player. I know the tag. I can't think of it right now.
Rainbow
Anego?
Rocks.
Rainbow
Should be
Rocks?
Rainbow Rocks and Anego.
Yeah, it is Rainbow Rocks and Anego, as you mentioned. So I will get some data pulled up on those. We've seen Rainbow Rocks before, but Anego is the first time on stream tonight for us.
Yes.
In this pool wave anyway. Might have played another game, gone on stream there. I don't know. I simply don't know. And I don't think I have any data on Anego in this RGG, so on the FG combo.
Eustace? Ooh.
Ooh, we're gonna see some used? Love
With
this.
Cagliostro, of course, from Rainbow Rocks, as we try to close this one out. Advance on to the next block here.
Verdant fields. Life ethereal.
Thank you all so much for hanging out with us for this pool block of Granblue
Life
Fantasy
ethereal.
versus Rising here at Frosty Faustings. I can't believe it's number 18.
Number 18.
Number 18.
Yo, man, a
I
whole
was
bunch
here
of these
for
mates.
10.
I was here for 10. Oh my God.
I have the cup.
I have the cup. Crazy to sort of think about. As we're doing a quick little button check. I'm assuming it's button check.
Yes,
yeah, definitely.
double button check. So this
These
would be a
button are
fun
very
pickup
nervous
here.
play.
Normally you see Insurgent playing this matchup.
Yes.
Very rare that we get to see
Someone
other Eustace players. With Anego, we'll have an opportunity to play some of that midfield game against Cagliostro.
And Anego out from Brooklyn, New York. Able to play in the Boston Blue Beat Regional, getting 17th out of 74 competitors there.
Okay.
That's kind of the most
Port Breeze.
note-while entry that I have right there. Fist bumps are exchanged as we go into our final pool match. Again, this is loser's side.
Eustace.
Whoever loses this set is out of the tournament. Winner gets to advance on and says, I didn't drown in pools. Unfortunately, no Chipotle cards for us. Not at this tournament.
So definitely looking for a lot of rat race to really try to trip up some of the Cagliostro setups here. Again, Spear is going to be quite the threat in this matchup that'll deny some of that pressure coming from Eustace. So you have to be really cautious. I think Rainbow Rocks has a few opportunities to take advantage of the counter zoning game that you'll go up against for Eustace here. But we'll see how it plays, because that can drastically change when we think about the close combat options that Eustace has to close the gap.
Ready? Bat 1. Begin.
No. Opening gambit is full backdash. Just go to Flumek Thunder to open things off.
Calculation's gonna catch. Take some plus frames right here, and Ego trying to press something there. All right, now how do we fight our way out of this corner? Well, we're going to shoot our way out.
Ooh, nice. The low. Rat Race applied here. Keep the Cagliostro locked down. No reversal opportunity here. And we're trying to bait out even the Golden Throne, because slow kill would have caught it.
But yeah, Rainbow Rock's not willing to pull out the spare body just yet. Ultimate Rat Race, or the EX Rat Race, excuse me, going to miss. But ooh, that's not going to whiff. Throw input? That had to be a miss input.
Watch the jump, avoids the spear, close combat low.
Oh.
Raging Shade with no Brave points.
Yo, you are dead. I know that the announcer said down, but come on, nah, that's just dead. You're
They're
down
not
in the
bullets,
dirt.
they're not bullets, they're magic.
They're magic. It's lightning, it doesn't kill. Like, lightning stops your heart, electricity is dangerous. She was wearing rubber boots.
Slow kill again. Ooh.
Wow, confirming off of that too. Just an odd hit with that 6XL.
So you locked down with that Rat Race. Avoiding the low hex. If we can get one shot, it takes them both out. So nice positioning here from Anego.
So many of these dash forward sweeps, you know, off of the stance. Rekka Series actually able to catch Rainbow Rocks trying to move. Anego going to take game 1 fairly convincingly.
Pretty good.
Information about seal weapons included is classified. Your curiosity isn't
Right,
enough
as
reason
that
to
first
hand it
game,
over.
1 away from being knocked out of this tournament is Rainbow Rocks, and Anego will lock their position with just top 96. Like Thunder denying, see that setup, right? Trying to put ourselves in a position where we go for spear, put you right into the little hexes, but still finds that opportunity. Rainbow Rocks with a heavy.
All right, really good life lead here for Rainbow Rocks. He's going to run up, trying to apply some more pressure. Honestly, I kind of feel like at this mid-range.
But yeah, and that's
Anego's
what I was
under
talking
control,
about, that Anego was able to close that gap in close combat, especially with the low. It'll deny those low hexes and clear those off the field, but then also get knockdowns against Rainbow Rocks, who might be caught unawares of charging.
There we go, Rainbow Rocks gets around with that Raging Chain.
Bat 2. Begin.
Air-to-air interaction could have been optimal there if we would have gotten the throw off the side swap. Timing was very iffy.
Right up, get the throw, converting with the Mihen trap. Go and take Anego into the corner. We get the shimmy as well.
Massive opportunity to start ourselves up. Oh, reset it. Oh my God! You weren't holding the guard button!
Hate to
You
see
were,
it.
got caught with the overhead.
All right, and now just like that, it's a game 3 situation. Both players winning their respective games without dropping a round. Will this go the distance?
Slow kill, still got the BC away. A little bit too far for that close combat. I'm very fortunate he didn't get punished. That was within range from 5'8". All right. Nice. Goes to the alt DP to push away.
Trick shot. Clear. You can't hear.
Able to keep himself safe as well with that Rat Race. Anego gonna set the ultimate Rat Race. Going for
No, missed the unblockable scenario, and that. So there's a little bit of surprise from Rainbow Rocks there for that connected. But that was supposed to be the heavy unblockable. We reset the launch height with the Raging Strike. We would have converted a bigger combo later, but Rainbow Rocks is not quite ready for that falling Raging Strike there.
Brave counter, get off of me. Anego. Oh, just out of range. We didn't see the handshakes.
It's here. No, see, we positioned ourselves a little bit too late for that 2H opportunity.
Good pressure here. Calculation. It's going to catch.
Massive life lead here for Rainbow Rocks. Interesting, going for dash H though. Just one range with the bomb.
Gotta move back.
Over to Shibby, not quite finding anything. Rainbow Rocks will retaliate with that close heavy, gets the full pickup. And just like that, it is final game, final round between these two. Somebody is going home, and they're going to be a little salty with how close this is.
All right, let's see who comes out on top. Will it be Eustace or another Cagliostro? Slow kill does not cover the teleport and save you on that break point.
Yeah, kind of worked out for Renego. Rainbow Rocks trying to find the next hit. Calculation and the Flamic Thunder do change. Oh! Massive pickup right there off of that spare body cross-up. We get the whip punish, but nothing else coming of the other side of a normal. Keep Rainbow Rocks jail, go for the shimmy. Not gonna get caught just yet, but finally scooped.
Following up that heavy, big combo opportunity. Not enough to get super quite yet, but our next interaction means a kill if a Nego can find the strike. The ult. Gonna get the follow up with another one.
Another one! Unloaded! Rat-dat-dat-dat-dat! And that is it. Rainbow Rock shot out of the competition as Renego punches a ticket into top 96 losers side.
So anyways, it started blasting.
Eustace really did the Danny DeVito. He just came in there and just bam, 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 bam. He really just did. He really just did. I know this looks like a musket, but let me tell you, it's a semi-automatic.
Won't be the only shooter in the very near future, that's for sure.
Oh, true.
Ilsa coming very, very soon. Unfortunately, no build of Ilsa here. I'm upset, but I can't wait to play some Ilsa
Crazy.
later.
Last year we had the Sandalphon build to mess around with, you know, and no build this year to sort of see and explore with, but
It'll be fun.
alas, it'll be fun
Look,
indeed.
February will be here before we know it.
True.
In fact, February will be here
Tomorrow.
in 48 hours.
48 hours.
Well,
Yeah, 24.
a little less than that, a little less.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. It's only Friday.
Yeah.
I'm so thrown off because Thursday, I'm like, okay, that's the first day of Frosties. Yeah, that's that day. There's 4 of these days here. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're so right.
Yes.
48 hours.
More competition tomorrow for Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. Going through pools tonight. We'll have top 96 tomorrow and a pool block tomorrow as well. And of course, top 8 on Sunday. We'll see you in the main ballroom for that one. But that'll do for this broadcast for now. There'll be another tournament coming up here in just a moment. But for us, we're getting out of here. We're going to get some dinner or something. Who knows? But until then, everyone stay happy, stay healthy. In later days.
Level up your gaming empire with Gaming Generations, the Midwest's premier force, delivering blockbuster events like Frosty, Faustings, and Pokemon regionals across the U.S. Gaming Gen has every gamer's back. 2XKO is a 2v2 fighting game featuring the iconic champions of League of Legends. Fight solo or with a friend. Play for free on PC or console. Message sales@monamoon.com if you're interested in carrying Monamoon products. Almost 100 stores nationwide and a few internationally with above-average margins and fast customer service. We carry binders, deck boxes, trading cards, and many other TCG accessories. Okizeme Coffee brings you the perfect morning combo. Get launched by their Dark Roast, a smooth Guatemalan blend with powerful chocolate notes. Whether cold brew, French press, or drip, this bean tastes great even without sugar, making it a healthy way to avoid overpaying at the coffee shop. And if you want to optimize your routes, the Light Roast is a Colombian blend that's perfect for a pour-over. The citrus and plum notes will definitely improve your wake-up options. Unleash the next era of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves with Season Pass 2. 6 explosive DLC fighters dropping monthly from January through June 2026, starting with Taekwondo master Kim Jae-hoon. Returning legends Nightmare Geese, Blue Mary, and Wolfgang Krauser join the fray, plus 2 epic mystery characters teased for massive surprises. Rectangle Corner, badass controllers to dominate the competition.
Galleon. Beatrix. Who wants to go shopping? Beatrix. Versus Galleon.
Play nice, kids. Round 1. Begin!
Come close. Easy as pie. Combo.
away.
What's good, what's poppin', gamers? Welcome back. We got some more Granblue action for you guys here at Frosty Faustings 2026. And who better to bring you that Granblue action than myself, Jade-Su, and the GOAT himself, Callisto. How are we doing?
You know, no shade to my production brethren up on the commentary desk, but if we're going to be critiquing the dishes, I think we need someone who knows how to cook up here. So everyone knows I'm the boss with the sauce. Came to share some of my favorite recipes up here. So we are in the E block pools.
Yes.
We're going to have some really good players coming up, and this is the last stop of the 2025-2026 our World Tour season. Still, some shakeups could happen. There's been a couple upsets. Riazo in losers.
Really?
Zane is in losers.
Damn.
I believe Koji Coco and Zerom already qualified from having won Platinum events.
Correct.
If one of them wins, second place moves on. If they finish first and second, third place gets the spot.
Yeah.
Saki at home, the loss for Zane, he's already qualified by points by a good margin. That loss for Zane was a bigger loss for Saki in Germany because Saki needs either Monarch or Zane to get the qualifier, and then he'll move up a spot to the last points. And Blue Sky Guy, if he can get second to anyone, will overtake Pixie by a few points and kind of scrape in. So there's a lot that could still happen, even though we're so late in the season.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of big shakeups, right? You know, even though we're just in pools with all of these upsets, like the journey could just be so much longer if you get sent down early. But starting it off, looks
we're
like
going to have some vanilla Granblue representation.
Let's see
Rose Lockhart, have not seen her in a while, but one of my favorite players, a real student of the game, and just a fun person to talk about the game with and to be around. So really excited to see her still in the mix in Rising. We got some of us vanilla players still here. I'm here, have us here. I saw Mr. Quotes earlier get out in losers.
Okay.
Yeah, on the Lancelot still, too. The signature character, she has messed with a lot of characters just learning the game, but still a Lancelot main in the end. And I honestly have not seen this matchup. Galleon, you know, a fan favorite character, but not always present in the high levels.
Exactly, yeah.
Rose able to get an early start here. Gonna get the corner combo.
Wheeling the sunflowers as well. That seal over the
went for the side switch. Yeah.
Block check.
Already kind of predetermined, you know, was going to spend the ult to side switch back, so the side switch mix-up becomes a little bit safer to spend. You don't want to do that when you're not going to have the 50. Ooh, baits out the Raging Strike. The Brave counter was what it was supposed to be, though. And a perfect.
Exactly. At that HP, the 6XL starter to punish the Brave counter attempt, like, that's more than enough damage. Rose with a
well, honestly, whatever works. I do think a lot of people get hung up, you know, trying to get the optimal punish on it. Speaking of 6XL starters, from the three-point line, getting the punish on the dive grab.
What? I can't believe the EX Fireball anti-hit. I thought the jump in was clean.
Ooh.
Speaking
Big counter hit, though. Gadget with their early spend, though. That's kind of a big spend on resources because now no ult available. And that ult command grab with the rocket place, that's where the damage really comes from for Galleon.
Yeah, exactly. You've already capped your potential damage so much, and now able to escape the corner. Rose.
Yeah, Rose there actually gave up the combo on the ult fireball and chose to just reset pressure to, you know, knowing that she just needed one more hit. And with the scaling on the combo, might not have killed off of that touch. So went in for the JU, got the hit, and a quick game one for Rose here.
There we go. Let's see if we can keep up that momentum for her. Gadget's going to be able to slow things down a little bit. Oh, no,
another
2M.
The starts right now are looking kind of disastrous for Gadget.
Yep. All right, run up after the EX Fireball, but that dash speed's not fast enough to go right under.
Yeah, and you do need to crouch that move in order to straight up avoid it. Only hits high. I think it's an easy move to forget about, honestly. When you're worried about the rocks, you're worried about the slide head. You know, I don't know exactly what the move's called. I'm going to call it slide earthquake.
Yeah, if I do,
yeah. Oh, just caught meaty with the fireball. And again, Rose. I thought she was a vanilla player. She might be gearing up for GDQ.
That's what I'm saying. It's a speed run scenario going on right now. 3 quick rounds in a row. And now on set point.
Gets the fireball out. And again, Gadget just kind of trying to hold their ground. Caught with the counter hit.
Oos, again, the bait on that Brave counter.
Yeah.
This time it's a counter hit heavy starter.
And that's one of the benefits about Lancelot. Lancelot has a lot of moves that are low block stun, low recovery. And he's actually kind of good about not baiting out Brave counters the way most characters who can bait Brave counter do, but in the way of it just comes out as Raging Strike frequently. Oh, yeah, and unfortunately, not one of the ultimate reversals that's going to work for their Galleon. Certainly not known for the best ult TP.
Yeah.
And Rose sealing it with the perfect after opening with the perfect. Going to move on 2-0 pretty quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Knew you didn't need to do anything too crazy. You know, 10% life left. You're out of the corner, so I'm just going to set the ultimate fireball, wall cling, and then see what my opponent does. Worst case scenario, it's chipping out, and I get my opportunity to, you know, strike throw them to death.
And we saw that multiple times. You know, Rose not overextending. You see that all the time, right? You spend a Raging Strike or a Raging Chain that is going to lead to something that's not going to kill.
Yeah.
Now they have SSBA, you have 2BP, you get touched once, and yeah, oopsie daisy.
Just die. Yeah, exactly.
So I really like the resource management and just kind of the acknowledgement that this is a high damage, it's a volatile game.
Yeah.
You never have to kill right now.
Exactly.
You do need to kill them. You very rarely need to take their health right at this second. So great patience there from Rose.
Yeah, I think it can be, you know, scary, especially in tournament, right? Especially if you have those nerves of, oh, I'm on stream, I need to get my damage exactly where I can. How many resources do I have? And you make that quick assessment of what is the most damage I can do.
Yeah.
And that can kind of, you know, like you're saying, like short sight you in terms of I'm going to spend this resource that gives me more damage, but also makes it so much more volatile if my opponent is able to escape with a 5L, especially with so many characters just having such strong, you know, ult skills or routing to escape the corner.
That's
and
what
now
it
all of a
is.
sudden you're at, you know, if they have SBA, right, even if it's not SSBA, like, all right, you're at 1 diamond, you have 1 BP to try and escape.
I think a lot about that. When you see people cash out like a super that won't kill really early, and it's that same scenario, right? Like, yes, you have a lead, but they still have 2 BP.
Yes.
They have 100 meter.
Yeah. And you have none.
You have 0 meter.
Exactly.
And now you're, you know, I play cat. I'm like, oh, I touched you. You're in the corner. Cool.
Exactly.
You know, like there's so many situations where people get run back on. You see it day in and day out because they just kind of spend a little too early. You know, sometimes take the pressure. Also, it doesn't have to be some airtight wacky-okie setup.
Yeah.
It's honestly okay to take an ult DP from a lot of characters because they don't get refunded. They're out 50 meter. Now they can't kill you if they touch you right away. So, you know, just chill, tranquilo.
Exactly.
You know, relax a little bit.
Yeah, tranquilo. Have a little tapatio. Like, it's chill, man. Like, the spice of life is down backing sometimes.
Yeah.
You don't have to be active all the time.
All
I
right.
say this as like a known matcher, but heading on into it, it looks like we
Oh,
got,
this is
you
what
were
I was talking
talking
about. This
about
is
this,
the
yeah.
wild card. I'm really excited for this match.
Who do we have?
On the player one side, we're going to have Fuku
Yes.
coming out of Tokyo, Japan. This is one of the OG BlazBlue goats, known for his Bang Shishigami.
Yeah.
And I am mixed. If this is not a button check,
Right?
I am mixed because
I'm looking at the player cam, like his expression. I'm like, are we, okay, he's leaning over. He's
I think
saying
they're
button
talking
check.
about a button check, yes.
I imagine.
But I want to point out, for those who don't know about BlazBlue,
Yeah.
Bang Shishigami is a set seals in the air
Yeah.
and then move off of them by pressing his 5D.
Which
Does
should remind
that sound
you-
like anyone you've heard of?
Exactly. Does that ring any bells here? Does that, you know, set any crests? So we were expecting the Grimniers. We were talking about Fuku a little bit before the stream actually started, but it looks like,
Look at the
you
body
know,
language. You know, they're both medium locked in, but we'll see what the start is. Looks like a button check.
Oh, okay.
So, you
I
know,
could not tell. There we go. So there is still, you know, the likely probability that you
Yeah.
know, those kind of lessons that you've learned with manipulating the seals and seeing, you know, whether your opponent is ready to preemptively catch that, you know, type of tricky movement, or if you just get to get away with various things scot-free because of the threat of, you know, occupying that space, ends up being so good, both for, you know, Bang and Grimnir.
Yeah, that said, Lowain is a character who's definitely catching on in Japan.
Yes.
I think for a while he was significantly more popular in the West
Yeah.
than in Japan, and it does look like the lock-in is happening here.
I mean, we
with
even saw
Lowain.
Tororo bring out Lowain,
Yeah,
right?
you know,
And
I thought
Cygames
about
got
that a
very
lot. Keep in
recently.
mind, Tororo went with a relatively new Lowain, and you could see the signs of him not being like, you know,
Super
he's like 80, 85% there. He's still doing well, got a 4th place because he's Tororo. He's very good at the game.
But it's those edge cases,
But,
right?
but he
Of
gave up
inexperience.
an opportunity to qualify. He is not qualified by points. He's going to have to qualify through the LCQ.
Oh.
So that says a lot about his faith in Lowain, the current strength of this character.
Yeah.
So what do we have to start? Pretty casual start, honestly. Just kind of walked forward a bit, didn't do backdash bros wide right. And he's focusing on navigating the Matera zoning rather than really trying to counter zone with his own tools.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if we're just waiting for the 50 meter. Of course, we think of that ultimate bro wheel, right, as just, you know, a very evil way of aggressing and making your way either, you know, to the corner for your opponent or out of the corner with your back up against the wall. But either way,
unfortunate
ultimate
trade.
arrow.
Yeah, right now, not looking like a lot of success navigating and not spending a lot of the meter either.
Yeah.
We haven't even seen the heavy bros come out. We've only seen, oh, caught the 2-2M, but oh no, No punish, though.
Yeah, no far L?
She has to 2L that. That's
she does, okay.
yeah, that's -6. She can 2L punish that if it's in the corner.
I see. Okay, okay. Otherwise, the pushback makes
A lot
it
of
a
meter
little
on
bit more
both
safe.
sides. Oh, that's a punish. Yes, if he has the combo, this will actually close it out.
There we go. Pick up off the HBA.
Yeah, and not the most efficient combo. Didn't burn the Raging Strike into the 2H, but it comboed, it killed,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I mean,
You'll
at the
take
start
it.
of that round, yeah, for sure. That did not look like how that round was going.
Yeah. Avita Alarm, I mean, was just running away with it for 40, 50 seconds straight, right? And it was only in that last 10 seconds that Fuku was like, all right, I'm going to kick it into high.
Yeah, and what does that do to the mental
Yeah.
of Avid Alarm here of, you know, unknown OD Japanese player, you know, running that round back on you, but kind of went straight back to the patterns.
Yeah.
Still holding it down with the zoning, not overextending, moving in, just content to keep the zoning game, and there's the bro wheel.
There we go. I can't believe I called him Avita Alarm. I'm thinking about the Tapatio a little bit.
Yeah.
Too hard. UDP.
Living Avid Alarm.
All right, ultimate bro wheel trying to pull up here, but the mash out from Avid Alarm. Tried to set up the great fall, but stopped in your tracks by laser.
And you could see Fuku actively getting more comfortable in this matchup. You know, a little bit more better timing. The counter zoning did eat the shot there. Oh, no, it's good. But unfortunately, it's good as a trade tool most of the time. He will still take the hit. It's just a favorable trade when you have enough health to survive the 5H there.
Exactly. You don't want to trade when you're the one on death's door. And now a round for both of these players. Just keeping UFA. Another slow start to Fuku, right? Which is kind of how we started off that first round, but just waiting it out.
Yeah, and Matera too. I mean, this is not an easy character if you do not grind this game. I'm going to guess that he primarily came for BlazBlue. There's, you know, a pretty healthy BlazBlue bracket at Frosty Faustings. Fenrich unable to make it, but, you know, prior to that, I mean, there were some real killers in place, including Monarch, who already qualified in winners in this as well.
Yeah.
Good pick up with the 6XL. Are we going to spend the super here? This is, yeah, good patience.
Yeah, we're just chilling. Hold on to the meter while we're in that corner situation.
Big jump, though. Yeah, this does. When you get the clean hit 2-4U, it's a weird situation where you don't think of Loane as a character who does a lot of damage, but he does. His corner cash outs. Keep in mind, if you get the good combo into HBA, that does about 33% more damage than a normal super. There's the bro wheel. Good patience from Avid Alarm, but this is dangerous right now. He has another wheel on deck.
Yep, exactly. So we're just sending out the old arrow. Both of these gamers have a U skill available, and of course, it's the U bro wheel. It's like you said, even if it ended up trading at that one-touch territory, it comes out just in time to stop the great fall. Game 1 to Fuku.
And it's a really foreign scenario for a Matera player. Something really great about Matera's ult projectiles is most of the really good ult fireballs in the game, she can, on reaction to the blue flash, throw it out, and hers still just crushes it. Grand ult fireball, for example, one of the best B-tricks. You know, hers will just plow through, but Bro Wheel doesn't really care.
Yeah, it's chilling. Oh, send out the low bro.
Yeah, whiff cancels. Still plus. Sneaking in the throws in between the block stun is one of the best parts about this character. Similar to what we said about Lancelot, right? Low hits, low block stun on a lot of moves, so he can sneak in these throws.
Exactly. These cheeky ways to, you know, sneak
yeah,
in
and
with the
that's
drop in
actually,
HBA.
that's why you need to do the Raging Strike into the 2H into HBA there to normalize that. He actually got kind of lucky that it worked the first time because you have to hit that M like immediately after the cancel otherwise.
I see, I see.
Round 2.
All right, still able to go
yeah,
around.
says a lot though. I mean,
set point.
he's on set point despite not knowing the real corner combo, right?
Exactly, yeah.
That's kind of what experience in a lot of games can bring you though, right?
Yeah.
Especially just traditional 2D fighting games. In terms of combo mechanics and things, Granblue actually does carry a lot of BlazBlue DNA in it from Arch System Works, so. Oh, tried to 2H, but a little bit too late, the JH.
All right, run it up, crouch the high shot. Still got enough for another U arrow.
Yeah, significantly down on life though. Not seeing a lot of anti-air attempts out of Avid Alarm here. Yeah, that should do it in a perfect, and you know the Matera perfects, the 40-second perfects.
Exactly.
Like,
the longest, you just see the opponent like bleeding out every single second. Tied up on the rounds here, still set point Fuku. Playing to keep UFA.
oh, was tried to wiggle a little bit, got caught with the low.
Yep. 2L. Again, just trying to slowly advance, walking under these high arrows.
And the more I look at it, I mean, low-aim jump arc is actually really not that bad for here. He goes a pretty good distance.
Yep.
Has some okay jump normals. They're usually a little bit better when he's right on top of your head. JM are really strong.
All right, got a little space off of the bro wheel.
Yeah,
L
exactly.
sauce.
Honestly, just getting Avid Alarm to have to dodge there so he could work towards the corner, that was worth the 50 meter.
All right, we bought some space. Still had time to spot dodge the ultimate wheel.
We're not seeing a lot of mechanic interactions here out of Fuku, though. No Brave counters on these auto combos.
Holding on to his BP like his life depends on it. Now we finally get the knockdown, but any stray hit from Avid Alarm should be enough. He's so content to down back. You still have
Big Brave
more
counter. You
crystals.
need that space right now, and there's the H shot.
Yep. All right, Avid Alarm. We got a set on our hands here, 1-1.
Yeah, this is
Blessings to you.
it's spooky, right? You have a player who you can tell is fundamentally sound but doesn't play your game.
Yes.
And even though that sounds like that should be free, it's not, because you'll have expectations of what you think a good Rising player will do.
Yeah.
And if they do something completely different, you're not going to be ready for it.
Exactly. It's like different dialects and languages, right? Like you're expecting to hear something. You're looking for the opportunity to bait out a Brave counter, right? But if Fuku doesn't even have that
then he
on the
does
defensive stack,
run up
like,
2U, 2-1 for L, and you're like, oh, he's speaking Portuguese.
you're like, wait a minute, this is not a language I'm familiar with, so let me just pull up here, take a little bit of space, and spot dodge after the ultimate butterfly, too.
You get the pickup, though. Fortunate for Fuku, but running out of life pretty quickly here.
Right. Oh, tapped with the 2L, but no confirm, but it's okay. We walk back into the 2U.
Yeah, definitely seeing at this point a bit of the unfamiliarity with the mechanics. You're not really seeing any attempts to bait out these Brave counters.
Yeah.
You know, throwing down heavy bros, doing a button into spot dodge.
Exactly.
Avid Alarm seems like he's cleaned it up in the last 2 rounds, so we'll see how this goes.
We got some of the errors. Fuku trying to lock back in. Ooh.
Yeah, both are fantastic zoning tools in that situation that it just ended up as an even trade.
Yeah.
Both of those moves, 2-2M and Butterfly, you don't usually see a lot of situations. Okay, are we going to see the punish? No, tried for the 5L.
Yeah. All right, run up. The bro just a little bit too early for his own good, but all good.
Look at the corner carry just on block, though, not even spending any timers.
Yeah. Got away with the bro summon on block. Run up. Sweep away. Alright.
Big jump.
Yeah, you bro wheel spent, but we're getting that meter right back. Finally,
Oh,
for the first time in quite
clutch
some time,
that DP hit. That was a huge correct read. Ooh. Unfortunate trade, though, and this is where it gets scary. You're Matera, you're running out of life. I think a throw will do it.
Yep. We gotta escape with the BC. We got basically
and you can see this. It literally, if Fuku knew about BC right now, this would be
we'd be in the
danger time. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, good dodge, clutch dodge, and Avid Alarm able to hold it down. Definitely gonna be breathing a sigh of relief, though. That was pretty spooky.
There we go. Yeah, player's taking a second. It is first to 2.
Yeah, confirming that it's a first to 2.
Yeah.
We are seeing, you know, a little bit more traction on first to 3. I'm a boomer. I'm a first to 2 guy.
I gotta go home.
I'm trying to, you know, I want the tournament to end so I can go get KBBQ. I'm not trying to play this game for 17 hours.
Every time I see a Grand Finals reset, like a piece of my soul.
Yeah, it's like we could have been at dinner already, man.
I know. If you see J2 on top 8, he's like, yes, we're seeing the reset. Just know that.
Yeah, just know in the
like
back.
2 different guys.
Just know in the back of your mind, you're looking at the close time on the.
You're like, wait a minute, doesn't this venue close?
Our reservation was at 9:30.
Hold on. Oh, that is the worst, actually. You're like, okay, let me plan X amount of time for a top 8, and this restaurant really needs reservations. Like, we got to get out of here. You see that 3-1.
Yeah, you only get in this place once every 2 months. You guys know how hard it is. I had to call 6 times to make this.
That's what I'm saying, man. They hung up on me the first 5, and finally on the 6th, they were like, all right, this is the only time we got. You gotta hurry up on that Grand Finals, buddy.
All right, so we're waiting for our next match to come up. Again, talking about some of the killers in this block, we did see Rose Lockhart. Have a nice day. We'll get to him when he comes up, but I mean, you can't say it enough. In any version of this game, even though we haven't seen the representation in something like our World Tour Finals from him, one of the top 5 North American players in Granblue Fantasy versus any version for free. I will definitely never back down on that. I think he's an absolutely phenomenally skilled player. Has had a run online where he has entered a couple dozen tournaments since getting 17th at EVO, which is a very respectable finish at a very difficult tournament. Has not placed lower than second at any of those tournaments except for one that he DQ'd from. So, I mean, this is someone who's coming in red hot, has to win or get second to Koji Koko or Zeron in order to qualify, though. I mean, I don't know. I haven't gotten a chance to talk to him yet this weekend. I don't know if he has ARC World Tour Finals aspirations, but it doesn't feel right seeing the best players in the world without him being represented, because regardless of if it's offline or online, he is one of the most talented Granblue players in the world.
Yeah, exactly. And I know there's you know, some discussion to be had of like, oh, okay, if the online results don't match the offline, is it a matter of nerves? Is it a matter of the environment? But you know, of course,
it's really different, right? There's the travel, there's the noise, there is not playing on your home setup and your desk. There's
the monitor's like slightly off, and you're just, you know, it's so many these small things.
And also, you know, the awkwardness of the day. If you win in pools today, I'm fortunate. I'm in the very last pools block tomorrow before top 96. If you win your pool today, you have to wait a whole day to play your next match. It's hard to keep focused. It's
you got to re-warm up.
And for top 96, I mean, there is a block of pools right before it. You're going to have about an hour, you know, to really get back into, try to get warmed up. I think a lot of these players at that point, you know, they're good enough players that they don't need a ton of warm-ups. But as you said, there's a lot more variables at play here. So I'm going to let you carry here because I cannot be unbiased with my character on the screen. I'm not 100% sure. The names may be flipped. I do know Greed as a Catalina player many times. We can get some confirmation on that. Of course, Loane, incredibly popular right now in this version of the game. So right now we do need to assume. Oh, okay, there is a button check either way.
Maybe it might be swapped up. I was going to say, like, I see Slab of Beef, and I'm just like, this, well, there is, like, a Ladiva player named Beef, so maybe this is why I have that bias.
But that seems like someone who plays a funny guy character,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. That's not
Catalina
like the John
is not a Slab of
Everyman
Beef character to me.
That's just not how it works. That ain't right. All right, looks like the buttons are all good. You, bro, is all good. What else do you need?
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, this works? Cool.
Yeah. My old skill button is indeed
all right, so immediately.
Wait, did they play each other's character?
Okay. So everything is checking out right now. Slab of Beef moves over to the Loane. Greed to the Catalina.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
As expected.
Yeah, this is what I was expecting. You know, I'm excited to see some cat representation. I got to talk to paid actor today. He unfortunately has moved to Vera now that Vera is significantly better in the patch.
Yes.
I was like, you were my
hero. You were killing it.
Well, no, it was my hero's Callisto. You know, you guys don't know what it's like. All these other Catalina players, if they want to know, yo, what's sick, what's the optimal stuff, what's a cool setup, how do I mix them up? It's 2H delay cancel heavy fireball, by the way. You can just watch Callisto replays, get all kinds of good information. I don't have that. I can't just go watch Callisto replays. I mean, I can, but I'm like,
you're the path forward.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, that guy's sick.
It's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the front. The line leader, man.
Greed, though, getting early positional thing. And this is a matchup that is, you know, Loane's a very strong character right now, and he's very frustrating to play against. Catalina has every tool she needs to fight him. She has the range, she has the damage, she has the JU.
Yep. Behind the back, caught the flash of the parry.
A little bit of a weird route there. Yeah, caught with the 2U. Put back in the corner, and we're kind of just seeing some leapfrog here on the corner positioning.
Yep.
Are we going to spend the 2H HPA? Yeah.
All right, early super.
Oh, no, bit of a drop there, but yeah, it turned into a reset.
Uh-oh.
I do want to point out, we saw the 5L into the spot dodge.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was punishable. You could have gotten the back throw into the corner, but this is going to kill either way. Maybe. Kind of an iffy route here. Yeah, definitely could have killed with the 2-1-4H straight into just, you know, a vanilla combo.
Yeah. You got no brave points.
Yeah, no crystals available, but might not need them, and good choice. Didn't try to get the run into the 2-1-4H. That's kind of sketchy at that distance. Spent another 50. You know, Greed left a bit on the table, but kind of kept cognizant of what was available, able to close it out there.
Exactly. Keep it simple. No jab back out with Farrell.
Gets a corner carry, but yes, that's one of the things that's really difficult about this matchup. Catalina has been kind of well established, you know, since the original game as a character designed to have a weakness against low attacks specifically. She has incredible mids, but not the strongest against low attacks. A lot of extended hurt boxes on the end, trades with a lot of sweeps. Loane 2U and 2M wreak havoc against her buttons. Oh, I had the Brave counter bait, but didn't believe in it.
Oh, yeah, but tried to trade, but there were just too many hits on the laser, so gonna find that last one to tie up the round here for Slab of Beef.
letting the animation play out. Rude.
Exactly.
I would have been mashing X.
Readjusting the headphones to you.
Yeah, caught the 2-2M.
Whoa,
Oh,
no!
or the 6-6M rather, but a little bit early on the Oki.
Yep.
Nice parry. Gonna push back into the corner. Oh no!
Oh, back
Yep,
throw.
4 frame throws. Fastest move in the game.
There you go. Plus on the EX fireball, but didn't try to scramble out until
that
the U
was-
wheel got caught.
That is threading the needle. That is very difficult to find that timing.
Yeah. Otherwise, that trade gets you so much real estate in trying to skip the corner. But
Yep.
once again, they confirm to the ultimate fireball.
And this is a good situation because there is no HBA available, so Slab of Beef is going to have to burn some meter to get out of the corner. Chooses to do that.
There we go. Great escape. Set up Sammy.
Yeah.
But it's not enough.
It was a very clutch, you know, as much as you don't want to guest tech in the corner, that's such a risky thing to do. That was a really clutch throw tech
Yeah.
because able to get the counter hit because it was even advantage. Didn't have the late tech, wasn't pushed down the corner.
Yeah.
That throw would have given the meter so that Slab of Beef would have been able to kill off the last touch.
I see. Okay, okay.
Another parry. Yeah, not going to hold the pressure. You got to represent it. Unfortunately, yeah, you could preemptively jump it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's still going to catch you on the way back down.
There is only one type of counterplay to Bro Wheel, and it's recognize the 50 and wait.
Yeah.
Oh, no, blocked correctly and then went back to crouching, but a little bit of a drop by Slab of Beef there. Greed, though, unfortunately didn't recover in time to get the turn. Is this going to be a pickup? No, another drop.
Oh, man, that should have been the kill.
Oh, and look at the range, the extended hurt box. I'm not going to downplay her normals. She has phenomenal normals in terms of the amount of space they cover for the startup speed.
Right.
One of the best ratios of that in the game. That said, she has hurt boxes unlike some characters,
Exactly.
Meg.
We could only all be Shark Girl. All right, MVP once again to escape the bros, but DP for DP. No meter here for Slab of Beef,
Yeah,
and
but
tries to be tricky with
This
the
is
cross
good
through.
for Greed.
Yeah.
You know, having to spend 50, which means HPA is not on the table, because HPA isn't just about getting out of the situation. It also returns a BP to Luane, which is huge.
Trying to keep that break point balance in check, but tried to catch out the throw tech, and even with the delay, Greed gets caught.
This is actually a nice roll to avoid Tommy there.
Yeah.
Try to challenge, but yeah,
Little delay on the 2L5L.
2H HPA. If there's no drop here, that should close it out, but we did see
No!
Slab of Beef. Yeah,
Yes!
again.
We ain't gotta do all that,
Yeah, we
but-
kind of saw that earlier, right? A little bit of a missed time on the combo, but able to collect the reset. And that's the nice thing about HBA, especially when you have a significant life lead. If Luane is low on health, I don't try to block HBA. I mash H spot dodge over and over and over because I'm trying to kill him. That is one of the downsides to that super. He can actually die.
Yeah. Definitely not invul during it, but able to find the counter hit and slide through to bring that corner right back. All right, throw tech right before Sammy Long.
Oh, no, gave up the punish.
No punish on the MVP.
Greed gonna get some space out of the corner here. Has that old fireball stocked, looking for a spot to find it.
Yep. He's playing at this awkward range right outside of Cat Far M. Going for all these summons and you know, taking advantage of being a little too passive. No!
Yeah, at this point, I actually think Slab of Beef is not dropping the combo. I think he's intentionally setting up for a reset to try to get full damage out of an HPA hit.
Yeah, I see. Making it a reaction.
Yeah, the
check.
first couple times I'm like, maybe he mistimed the M.
Yeah.
No, I actually think that these are intentional resets at this point.
And they're resets that put you on potential set point here. Looking for the parry and actually able to extend far enough to catch off that fireball. The 2U.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
do it
saying.
again.
So, you know, 214M, the M thrust out of Catalina,
Yeah.
it does have a bit of a sway property. People usually know about that, but it's specifically in her midsection. It is not at the lower level, which is why it still loses to like the good sweeps.
Right.
Oh, caught the low.
Yep.
Awkward confirm.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that was actually a really weird combo, but the DP so horizontal that it catches the backdash bait.
Yep. Running out, we're looking for a throw tech, a raging strike, anything.
Woo! Yeah, and just low profiles. Oh, Sammy, thank you, bro. And the DP to seal it. Slab of Beef gonna be moving on in winners.
If no one got me, Sammy got me. That could have been so much worse, but even with Catalina having the time to run up afterwards, that's UDP hours.
And that's why this works. There's no power struggle between Sammy and Tommy on like who's the #1 bro.
Yeah.
Everyone on the team is pulling their weight. You know, Lawayne may be the quarterback, but we're not seeing drops or fumbles out of Sammy and Tommy.
They're consistent. They do exactly what they got to do. And if they got to get hit to distract
Yeah,
the opponent,
sometimes,
swinging with the low, and then all of a sudden Lawayne gets his jump in, like, you've done your job.
You know you got a real bro you take a bullet for, right?
That's
Everyone's got to have the one. And we saw that actually in the last match of Fuku pretty literally.
Yeah.
Sammy's like, no.
Would you take a 2M for me, Callisto? Or maybe just like a 2L?
Depends who it's from. 2L?
Okay,
Yeah, I
that's
got
fair.
you.
Yeah,
I got
okay.
you. Unless it's
2L,
for
2L.
Suzuki. Unless it's for Suzuki.
No,
2L. I'm
we
not
won't count
holding
it,
that.
no. I would not ask anyone to take any normal from Versusia for me. Like, I gotta find my own battles on that one. Anyone else, though, you can handle it.
Yeah,
too.
that's
It'll be
-2.
fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, you should. All right, waiting for our next gamers to head up onto the stand. I'm sure you guys can see in the crowd cam as well, like so many gamers will, cheering on their homies and of course waiting for some of these stream setups as well. There's so much more Granblue pools action going on throughout the weekend as well. I believe it's 2 pools blocks tomorrow morning
Yeah,
in the
2 pools
afternoon.
blocks tomorrow, and then top 96,
Yes.
then top 24 down to top 8, and top 8 is going to be on Sunday.
Yeah.
Big change this year. I mean, Frosty for so long was known as a 2-day tournament, and kind of really in that scale of a verified major for years now. But starting to have the schedule to match that as well, not trying to compress things as hard, and they run a lot of games. It's pretty difficult to keep this on the rails.
Exactly. So giving the gamers maybe a little bit more room to breathe, a little bit of room to prep as well. I'm sure if you guys were competing in some of those previous Frosties, you were familiar with the long days of making it into that top 96, that top 48, and you're like, oh my god, I just have to play
And we were
back
talking
to
about
back.
the differences of offline. That is a lot of it, right? Like if you're playing in an Epley tournament, you're usually in and out of there in a few hours.
Yeah.
It's an all-day affair. When you're playing at an all-day tournament, you're coming in for top 96. You have to make it, especially if you're really trying to make it to top 8.
Exactly.
And with 400-plus entrants, I mean, this game has had kind of the staying power. I'm honestly, to some extent, a little bit surprised that this game has been the #4 game, right? There's some really big titles in play here. It has very consistently been in that kind of 4th slot of turnout at every major. It's here to stay. We are 2 years in to this game. This was not like a new game hype.
Yeah.
People like this
stayed.
game. Yeah.
We have 411 attendees, if I'm not mistaken, for Granblue.
30 more than last year. We had 386 last year. So, I mean, it's actively growing. And Frosty's has kind of a cool timing because it's always right at the end of the season. And it's always, a solid couple months after the last patch. We're on a version that's had time to gel. People know exactly what's going on strength-wise. People have some time to figure out, Meg. We're not going to have like a surprise character that's only a couple weeks in. So, we're going to see the best out of everyone. And Iago Greiz from NorCal, kind of a little bit of a trick with the Ladiva button check. We're seeing some of that gamesmanship so far out of several players today, but one of the best Fairy players in the business.
Exactly. You're constantly going to be seeing in some of these online brackets, Kirby's Dreamland, TNS, et cetera, now pulling up and baiting on the DP from Moogly.
Yeah, and in NorCal, like, I'm always going to, tell you where the real strong players are. Chicago has an OD scene. But NorCal has an extremely strong scene right now, and Iago doing very well out there against some really big-name players like Vermilion, players like Niantic, Neanderthal, and Yolk Soup as well from NorCal is also in this pool block. So we'll be seeing them in a little bit.
Yeah, NorCal is like an evil region for Granblue. They got so many strong players. And now Iago
it's such a legacy anime game because, I mean, it really is. That's the home of the weebs, right? We got to be real. NorCal, that's 100%. Where they are. NorCal and France, I mean, if we're talking about the other, real anime domain, France is the other one. So, yeah, we actually, this may be the battle for, who is the real weebs?
Exactly. Who loves anime FTC a little bit more? But now we're going to send it with the SBA. Takes away one of the diamonds, but it's not going to be a damage issue here for Iago.
Good check with the 5L. This is a really dangerous situation. Yeah, just going to... I like that. You have a big life lead. Fairy, for as good as she is, she's not going to one-touch you in this situation.
Yeah, even with the SSBA. We sent it with the EXDP. Not quite enough to kill, but now chip damage might be a factor as well. You got to watch the U Fireball.
You got to also watch out for, the 2-2U. And good call. There it is.
How are you going to be able to cover both of those at the same time,
exactly.
right? We're looking for that 2M. Iago's thinking, oh, maybe it will be that you running free, right? I cover the ground, and all of a sudden you're getting high profile.
And that tall horizontal fireball, very good for Beatrix in this matchup where Fairy can 2M under a lot of fireballs, a lot of standard, old school Street Fighter style projectiles, but this Beatrix one covers way down to the ground.
Yeah, and it's so fast too, right? Like it's so difficult to try and make heads or tails of what's going on there.
All right.
There we go.
There's the command grab. I was
grab,
wondering
yeah.
if it was coming. And in the corner, it's not quite as bad of a situation.
Yes.
Mid-screen, it's actually worse because she's just right in your face still.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, you went for the Delta Quad.
Oh,
DP,
and
which
got
would've
the
been a great answer.
I got the 6XM off of the trade.
Wait, he was ready for that? All right, put you back into the corner. Clean confirmed from Iago off of the straight hit into the orb.
Oh, but too far to combo the 236H there. Got to watch out for the DP. And the 5L is going to do it. Iago, I wonder what the information he's going to take. We haven't seen, taking a second here.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a lot of button into nothing because we've been seeing these DPs from Mowgli not respecting the cancels from Barry at all.
All right, slowing things down again.
Yeah, right now Mowgli has like, I believe 100% hit rate on DP, but not on Raging Strike. Big dodge here from Iago.
Trying to reaction check the zoomers. I can't believe it. No fuzzy to be seen.
Great
just waiting
delay,
on a BC.
yeah. Waiting on a DP.
Yeah. Go for the hold. Brave counter out.
Yeah, I like that. You have 3 crystals. You have a huge life lead. Don't let her get started.
Yeah,
Although we are in Delta Clock territory, so this is where it starts getting pretty spooky.
Yep. Oh my God, look at the meter too. We're about to have SSBA. If anyone can break this
Oh yeah,
back
this
in
is
Matrix.
absolutely a one-touch round right now. Oh, and the built-in punish. Bad Brave counter from Mowgli there, out of range. Even though Fairy kind of is Matera, but with hurt boxes, you do need to hit the hurt box with the Brave counter.
Exactly. Maybe thought we were a little bit closer to the corner, or maybe just a panic, right, as that chip damage scenario was mounting. Now Iago on set point as we're pushing quickly over to this corner.
Yeah, I really like kind of the mental fortitude. Iago being hit by a lot of DPs, being hit by a lot of 6XLs and command grabs, hasn't really cracked. Like, none of them have really cost the round.
Yeah. There we go. Find the L whip. GG, do the job. Clean anti-air off the EX Beppo. Spend the cooldown to make it air unblockable, of course. Walk things out.
Big 2M, yeah, put her back there. And I like this. 1 mix for the kill.
Walk it up.
That should be a punish. 2L? Yes.
Oh, you thought the orb was going to
I
pick
thought
up,
the
and
orb
so
was
did
gonna,
I.
Really like the approach from Iago, though. Just said, you know what? I'm going to get out of this situation. Backdash out. Yeah, maybe could have burned like a Raging Strike from there to bounce into the orb, but you could see he was expecting the orb. He saw it coming back off the wall, thought it was going to reach, had the punish. Spooky situation against Delta Clock Beatrix. You never want to leave a kill on the table against that character.
Exactly. We were like, oh, okay, I don't want to break the combo by trying to continue it and stabilizing it because I have that, situational awareness, that, object permanence. Okay, let me see the pickup off of the orb. It disappeared right before, and I was like, I looked at the HP. I saw the SSBA potential. I was like, don't let it be you, man.
Yeah,
There's
I like
no
that.
way.
I like that out of Iago, just bailing out of the situation. Mash that backdash macro. I am of the same vein. It's like you need to know when it's time to engage and when it's definitely not time to engage.
Yeah.
The other person has 100 meter. You have 0 meter. The other person is Beatrix. Like, you're at one point any random H special. Also, Iago had 1 BP. So literally, if any 8 special hits, that was a wrap.
Yeah, exactly. Got to play a little careful for sure as we have our next gamers headed up to the stand.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't play a lot of Sonic. I don't know my hedgehogs apart.
I think that's Silver. I feel like getting a Sonic character wrong might be like the most risk-worthy thing I've ever done in
I can
my life.
recognize like Tails and Knuckles.
Yes.
Past Sonic 3.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
I think this one was
might
like
be
from the Xbox one, like Sonic 2006.
Yeah, for all I know, it's like
That's an
OC.
Yeah, Please do not steal.
Yeah, drew this in crayon.
This is my my Sonic OC Iron, my Sonic OC Metal.
My Hedgehog song.
Yeah, true. Oh God, TBT. All right, it looks like we got Yui and Muse headed up to the stand next. So as we're waiting for these gamers to load on in.
Yui, coming out of Florida, has been showing up to a lot of the online tournaments recently. On the Vera, a character who really in vogue right now. I mean, this is a character who a lot of people were really down on. I will say I picked up that character just to prove that the players were the problem and not the character.
You're like, she's chill.
I cooked. I was undefeated at the Masters. My base form Vera, probably the best base form Vera in America. Vera was fine. Vera didn't need all these buffs. You people just need to not play like lunatics.
You think you can trust the Vera player base to do so?
Absolutely not. If you could have, they would have picked Cat. Like,
You have a discussion about like Vera character strength. They just send you like a picture of the 2H hitbox. They're like, what am I supposed to do?
I do actually have a bunch of fun. Oh, you mean her 5H that
Yeah,
always
exactly, yeah.
anti-airs regardless of its far 5H or close 5H?
Yeah, the other anti-air that just happens not to be a crouching button. You're like, wait a damn minute.
I want to give a shout out to Char actually. Him
Yeah.
and I have a lot of really good conversations. Anyone who has seen the two of us play know that we have wildly different opinions on how to play the game.
Right.
But we're perfectly aligned on do not press a button unless you have a plan for that button. Push buttons with intent.
Yes.
And that's what I like to see out of Veers. If you're going to do something wacky, you're going to do, some sort of goofy Lumi setup, you better kill off of it when it hits.
Yeah, exactly. If you're just doing it to be funny and get your stream clip, like that's dope. But that being said, your opponent still has 90% HP to go through. And you gotta
You're right,
kill him
though.
for it.
That's the danger right now is that Vera is like becoming the aura farming character over Eustace. Eustace was like the Street Fighter V Alex of
Eustace
this game,
has
right?
become like public enemy #1.
Because
I don't know
he's
what's
messed up.
I
That
mean, yeah, he's
character is
very good.
busted. But now it's like
so much has changed.
the people don't know
Yeah.
that Eustace has some of the best normals in the game because Eustace players don't know how to use normals. They just vomit special moves on the game, and nobody knows that this character has cracked normals the entire time.
Yeah, you hear that, Insurgent?
Catalina.
Okay, we actually are seeing a Catalina here
All right.
on the side of Yui, so maybe this is a button check. We've seen the gamesmanship back and forth on these button checks.
Yeah, we'll see.
That said, I do think,
Catalina.
I feel like most of the people who play Vera because they're in love with Catalina.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
they have, like, character representation.
They're like just like me for real. Is that Ogre Cap in the crowd cap? What the? We got a lot of Uma cosplayers in the crowd here. I mean, I guess it makes sense with the overlap for side games.
Yeah, side games. Of course, side games actually have a few reps out here. Yeah, looks like we are a button check.
Yeah, just making sure.
You know, we're going to know how real Yui is. You know how you know that I love Cat? When I play Vera, I use the cat color. I don't see any other. All these Veras are like, oh, Cat's such a pretty lady. I don't see the cat color.
They're all fakes, man. They don't understand what true beauty is.
That's why I also like DNF, because Inquisitor also has a cat color palette.
Oh, does she? I did not notice
Not
that.
as a reference to Cat, but she just happens
It's
to have
very
like the same
close.
color.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got the silver
Muse
blue.
on the Narmaya.
Oh, on the Blasiva.
Yeah, those are two. That's a Spectrum for sure.
Oh, no. We're just checking our controllers. The Zoe.
Okay.
We've gone through like the whole gamut.
Okay, so it looks like Yui is locking into the Catalina. This is a matchup that, for the most part, used to, even though they have a lot of similar tools and a lot of similar spaces, Zoe has a bit of a better zoning game. Catalina has faster normals in the same space. Catalina generally won this matchup entirely off of having more explosive damage than Zoe did. That's been fixed. Zoe, along with Anila, those are two characters that, struggle to have corner carry without spending too much, struggle to have big damage. Both of them have been hooked up really well in this version, and we're seeing a lot more Zoe representation. And it's a new class, right? A lot of people moved off of Zoe after Vanilla because her function changed.
Exactly.
She was not the, sick Oki setup character. She's, kind of a zoner, kind of a footsies character, but very strong for sure.
Trial 1.
They're definitely feeling a lot better going into this version. Game 1.
Oh, no.
Okay, well,
right off the bat.
It happened at the beginning
Yui
of the round.
with a character disconnect. I mean, we are going to need a game lead up here. The ruling should be
the round.
It was in gameplay. It should be the round. If it was in a super animation during like the load-in of the thing,
might be different, but
but this was during gameplay.
Yes.
I'm not 100% sure what the ruling would be, but I do believe it should be the round going to Muse.
So, yeah. Unfortunate, but that is how these things go.
No, it is unfortunate, but it's good that the decision is taken out of the hands of the players, because there's the pressure.
It should not be an honest thing, yeah.
There's the pressure to be the good guy who says, let it rock, replay it.
You don't want to have that be like a player-to-player thing.
And then you lose by one round, right? Like you lose the set 2-1 or whatever. Like it
ends up being so messy.
Yeah.
All right, just waiting on the call from the gamers.
I'm excited. I see in the back behind Yui, I do see Hava on deck here.
Are you prepared?
Oh, there we go, just waiting. Bringing out the hands, making sure we're warm. Okay, so it looks like we're probably going to be taking a round here.
Yeah, so the ruling is going to be a round going to Muse. Looks
Maybe
like we're
doing
getting
double check.
a side switch here.
Oh, is the cord not long enough to reach player one side? Is that why they moved over the Silver the Hedgehog? So I apologize. Let me get your goat over here. I would never take him away from you. So respectful. All right, yeah. So it looks like we're going to be taking the round here and then heading on into the next one. Hopefully the cord issues should be all good as we head to round number 2. All right, back on into it.
Trial 2.
Starting off with the fireballs, that is really where Zoe does have the advantage. Not just in the quality of her fireball, 236L, just one of the best fireballs in the game, but also compared to Catalina's, it knocks down on counter hit, which buys her valuable space.
Yeah. Take that space right back here. Found the scramble out of the corner here for Yui.
Yeah, that's the big thing with Catalina, though, right? You may think you have the positional advantage. At any given time, you are an ult fireball away from being in the corner.
Exactly. If you are on the screen, there is a potential for you to be in the corner.
Yui using the jab, safe jab. I'll bring it up later. Someone's going to know exactly what I'm talking about. 5M, super, yeah.
There we go. All right. Brings the round right back after that controller DC. Now we're big chillin'.
Trial 3.
That's important. I believe in pushback. If you get sunned on for a round, right, pushback's very important mentally to just show that you're still in there. And when you lose a round to a technicality like that, storming straight back is really big for confidence.
Exactly. That early momentum, just bringing it right back. All right, H thrust puts us back into the corner here. A challenge off of the 2M, but nothing found just yet.
Yui not canceling into any fireballs, not looking to really extend with the plus frames there.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep that tip 5 normal, 5M, 2M range.
Yeah.
Stay spacing on the thrust.
Yep. Trying to look for any of these counter hits, but it's sword to sword right now, right? Not even trying to go for anything too crazy. And we don't have space to send out these Zoe fireballs.
We haven't seen challenges with the 2U. How I mentioned, Catalina has trouble against a lot of low attacks.
Yeah.
Zoe does not only have Dust Loop from Soul. She also has the under the ground 2U.
Exactly.
Trying to bait the throw with the backdash, no bait.
All right, able to escape the corner off the UDP knockdown. Now we're knocking on the doors.
Big
Spend
counter
the
hit.
crystals. One more 6-6M could spell death here. Oh, but the walk back far L does it. Yui takes game 1.
Coming back after having to give up that first round, 2 rounds straight. Gonna go up 1-0 here. You can hear the buzz, a lot of hype going on for the Mystery Game tournament, which is happening directly next to the stage.
Exactly, I'm like peeking through. Game 2, once again, just starting off with walk back, L fireball.
Yeah, Yui content to play it really basic, sticking with the dash lights.
Yeah, that spacing as well, just looking for the tipper of the thrust, looking for the tipper of the 6-6H. Nothing too crazy, but double down with the MDP post thrust.
Good counter zoning there. Gonna top off the Dragon Meter.
Things have just slowed down so much between these two. Not trying to overextend on any of these interactions.
And that's what I'm talking about, that fireball. It is like, I'm not gonna downplay Catalina fireballs at all. Her medium fireball, and specifically the speed difference between her medium and light to create the change up when you need to like catch someone on the last hit.
Yeah.
Very good. Zoe 236L though, there's a reason why that costs an extra resource.
Exactly.
Arguably the best fireball in the game.
Trying to go for the fireball war against Zoe. Yui back up against the wall here, but now evening up the health lead with this run-up throw. UDP on deck for Muse, but when are we going to find
seal it with the throw.
Yep.
Muse caught looking.
There we go. Yui now on set point.
Trial 2.
All right, another walk back fireball. No, just send it immediately for the round start. We're knocking on the doors with some 6-6Ls.
Yeah, both these players, t-shirt purchasers, sticking with the dash light.
Oof.
Big bait with the dash up block.
Yeah, finally
I like not spending anything here. You're almost to 100 meter.
Yeah, just keep the kill threat
This
available,
is gonna be a
especially
punish.
with the mid-space thrust.
Do you spend here, though? This is a big question. Looks like they are going to do the super route. No? Okay, I like this decision.
Refresh.
You have the throw bait available with the ult lightning.
Yes.
Really like how Muse is playing this right now. Not overextending, but got put in the corner. Yeah, you have to brave counter that.
Exactly. You got your 3 diamonds. Don't even give Catalina the opportunity to try and bring this back.
Doing a good job holding their ground. Muse with the 5M there and the dash light to seal the round, staying alive.
Yep.
Yui, though, still on set point here.
Trial 3. Start!
Oh, just sneaking a
micro
charge
charge.
around start. Yeah.
Trying to keep ourselves healthy on the, Dragon Gauge economy. Triple 6-6 L says you want to mash so bad. Couple pokes out.
On the other side, got the side switch out of that. Gonna force a brave counter out of Yui. I like this. Keep the positioning. You weren't gonna die if you got baited there.
There we go. Like confirm off the 2L.
Too late on the cancel, though.
There we go. Touch with the deep dash on the 6-6L.
Just out of wall bounce range. Need the side switch here. Yeah, one of the good DPs. You know, they've taken a lot of those DPs out of the game. Beatrix notably got that nerf right of no longer getting the side switch. Would have liked to see a little bit more spend. Probably could have killed with something into Raging Chain there.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa-y, whoa-whoas. Oh, and it worked! Yikers!
Oh, you were looking for the brave counter, and we saw the startup just getting caught out by the super, holding out the fist bump, said, This is, they've held out their fist for the longest time. That was the longest 10 seconds of
I'm
my
not going to
life.
condone any of this behavior. Yeah, this is unsanctioned.
As my sword finally
Not officially supported by Side Games with the commentary desk. When you make it out of pools, though, maybe you get some more.
We saw our sponsors. We're going to need the DuPage Gaming Commission to get involved here. Yeah, I think there's some unsportsmanlike conduct afoot here.
Flag on the play.
Yeah. I do want to start bringing that, like just the ref flag, like just chuck it from back here. Yeah.
It's easy for us because, a kind of lay of the land that we got going on here in the ballroom. So we are directly in front of one of the mystery game pods, but right over, like a little bit to the front and to the left, behind this big curtain is exactly where they're playing at that stream queue. So to be honest, maybe from my seat, I'm a little obstructed unless I got the curving shot.
No, I got a good angle.
You got the clean shot.
No, we could get the flag out there for sure.
Exactly.
All right, so we're going to see what's up next. I believe we're going to have Junior Jam coming up next. Coming out of Berwyn. If you're under 40, you're probably not going to get that. Shout out to Sven Gulli.
It's before my time.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. You have to be both Chicagoan and over 40 to know what's up with Sven Gulli. You're not.
I can work on one of those. I think the other might be a little bit out of my hands.
He was.
I'm sure chat's got you though.
Like a public. Oh yeah, it looks like we're gonna actually have an ad break before that match though. So everyone, get some water, get some snacks, hang tight. J2 and I'll be back in a bit.
We got some more pools action in just a sec.
So, you just found out that you're ass at the game. And you need that big cash payout. But you're getting hit with a big sleep. Well, do I have a solution for you? Okazeme Coffee Light Attack Roast. Built for long sets, late night lab sessions, or tournament mornings with 8 a.m. pools. 1 cup sharpens your reactions, steadies your hands, and gets your brain back to frame perfect. So the next time life knocks you down, don't guess. Okazeme Coffee. Improve your wake-up options.
Quanba X Atasa Collabo just dropped. Limited run sticks with that filthy Quanba Wolf drip on premium Atasa Noir bodies. Loaded with Semitsu LS56 and Sanwa OBSF 24s for buttery inputs. These ain't your average customs, hand-painted by Atasa Limited in Japan with Quanba's signature teal flames and gold accents with only 50 units worldwide. They're already moving fast, so cop yours now at atasa.shop before the wolves snatch 'em all. Dominate Fatal Fury City of the Wolves with Season Pass 2, kicking off now with Kim Jae-hoon's blistering Taekwondo strikes, followed by the terrifying Nightmare Geese, fan favorite Blue Mary, unstoppable Wolfgang Krauser, and 2 mystery legends. One character drops every month from January to June, plus exclusive colors and stages. Grab Season Pass 2 on Steam or upgrade to the Legend Edition today. Evolve the Fatal Fury legacy and claim victory in the City of the Wolves. Paragon. Grassroots FGC since 2021. Ignite your competitive spirit at Midwest Battleground 2026, the ultimate Chicagoland esports extravaganza, exploding with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Overwatch 2, Valorant, Rocket League, and Rivals 2 action from March 6th through 8th. Watch elite collegiate teams, high school phenoms, and open bracket beasts clash at the Sheraton Lyle Naperville for glory and massive prizes. Midwest Battleground is where Midwest legends are born in epic battles. This year, 2XKO is partnering directly with community organizers on 20 Riot-sanctioned tournaments all over the world, also known as the 2026 Competitive Series. Learn more at play2xko.com. Now live for pre-order on manamoon.com. The Devil Trigger collection contains 2 deck boxes, dice, binders, and more. Art by Kainanat, Mana, and Kai E. Matcherino has empowered gaming creators in their communities since 2015 with free-to-use tournament production and monetization tools. All 27 of Frosty Faustings' main games have Matcherino pages ready to support.
All right, welcome back to Frosty Faustings 2026. We are in the E block of Granblue Fantasy versus Rising Pools. Callisto here with J2. Already seeing some frantic action. Left on a, the T-pose emoji note with a run-up SSBA. But coming up next, we're going to have someone I'm really excited to see, Junior Jam. Illinois resident coming out of Berwyn. One of the best Slowane players in the country. One of the best Fight of Animals players in the world. Taking out giants like Butt69 in Fight of Animals. So excited to see what he can do here. I don't know the name of his opponent just yet, but I did play a long casual set. Is going to be a Versusia player.
Yeah. We got Slamunga on that player 2 side.
Gotcha.
It's funny we're talking about Fight of Animals, right? The main way that I interact with Junior Jam these days, I guess he's like an animal lover in general. He is actually also a prolific, Uma Musume tournament organizer. He is the
I didn't know that was like a competitive thing. I thought that was just like a fun thing you do with your cute horse girls.
That's what I thought too, until 200 people signed up for an online bracket. He's the only teal holding it down, so
I don't think that's where the sweats should be, man.
That's what I thought,
let some people have some fun.
Yeah, exactly.
First they got to Smash, now they're
now
the horse girls. Yeah, now the horse girls. They're going to be just sitting there with folded arms.
What happened to running for the love of the track, man? All right, we're running our way through these winner side pools once again. Junior Jam up against Lamunga, so it's going to be Lwane versus Versusia.
Not a matchup I've seen that much. One of these 2 characters is significantly more popular than the other right now. Versusia, I do think she had a lot of shine for a while, and still has some people who are kind of diehard for it. She didn't, she received some slight nerfs, but she's about the same. Lwane, on the other hand, most people are on board with top 5 Lwane at the moment.
Yeah.
The character's in a great spot, very versatile character. Good start here for Slamunga, though.
Yeah, just swinging for the fences immediately with the lariat. All right, space that off the orb. Yeah, we have the buff up, but we gave Junior Jam so much time to summon the bros and pull up off it.
Yeah, and heavy parry, so difficult to punish. Keep in mind, Sias, his parry was considered the OD reversal in vanilla because it was so hard to punish. Lwane's has 10 frames less recovery than that.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I've never thought about it in the numbers. I'm like, wow, this is a really annoying reversal.
No, it is the fastest recovery reversal in the game.
I can't even, in good humor, say he needs it, man. Damn, he's good.
There is the trade-off, right? You can, if you're paying attention, you could just super him or something through it, but trying to bait the BC. No bite from Junior Jam, holding on to all his crystals. And the parry to close it. And this is the difficult part for Slamunga. Junior Jam keeps a high pace. He's not trying to like stock resources across the screen.
Yeah.
He's trying to put some stuff on the screen that he can move in behind and get on you.
It's kind of the opposite of what we saw from Fufu earlier, right? I mean, you know, it's not a Lowain versus a Zoner matchup, right? But
Yeah.
it's such a slower pace.
I mean,
Trying
it
play
kind
the
of is
resource
to some
game,
extent though. Versus,
right?
yeah, even though she has very non-traditional fireballs, at that far range, she's still a very competent zoner.
Exactly. You're scared of the space taken by the orbs, the
Oh,
pillar, of course, being
wow.
a jump scare too, but a clean jump in from Junior Jam.
Sort of, like he whiffed the jump in, but Slamunga tried to brave counter the jump in, and it came out as Raging Strike, and Junior Jam just landed and pushed the button.
You know, sometimes things just work out when you got the mandate of heaven.
And look at that, that's what I'm talking about. This super, he used to not be able to combo into that super, and now it is the highest, I believe the only higher damaging regular SBA in the game in combos is that stock Lucilius, that level 5 turbo laser.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely a best in class for damage output here. But
Nice
sending it with
pickup.
the new pillar.
Might be able to close here. No, doesn't burn it.
Just going for the 5U, stock up. Found the spot dodge, but any of these hits are so scary. You have no BP to your name, so a couple straight hits here for Junior Jam. You have enough for Ultimate Bro Wheel. That Elote's not going to
Junior
save
Jam
you, though.
was hoping to get a little bit of life back, I think, on those eats. Gave up a turn to eat.
Yeah.
Might have been better served to just go in. All right, one round apiece here in game one.
Yep.
Round 3.
With the round start lariat from Slamunga. No, instead just looking for the 5H and runs under the JL.
She's so tall. How do you miss her with a jump in?
I've never seen her cross under, just in general.
Found the poke, didn't have a cancel off of it.
Yeah, trying to bait you with this quick movement.
Oh, wow, and just outspaced the parry.
Yeah.
That's one way to punish it.
There we go, EX Lariat, coast to coast. Now he got through this west side corner.
Yeah, that's kind of the difficulty of the matchup is against parry characters.
What? That's up you, bros?
It just ate the pillar?
Is this the weapon to surpass Ultimate Pillar?
Should be able to kill here, I believe.
Yeah, you got Raging Strike available as well, straight to the super.
Raw super, yeah, extra damage here. I believe that's dead. That's going to be very close, but that should be enough.
Believer.
Wow, no! Incorrect. And this is what I was talking about earlier. This is scary, right? 200 meter available. That's punishable. Oh, this is looking real bad. This is a... Oh, he's going to go for Yiggy. Big Ma coming out. Okay. You don't see this that often anymore, but yes, they have to know the minigame. And also, most importantly, Lowain cannot die during this.
All right, Slamunga doing a pretty good job of weathering the storm.
Yeah, only took one real hit, but oh, I don't know if that was a misinput or if he was trying to like grab a mistimed 6XL meaty, but Junior Jam whipping a throw at the end. 1-0 Slamunga.
Yeah, pretty errant throw tech there, ending up, you know, putting that game on the board here for Slamunga, but a big gulp of water as we head on into that next game. Clear the mind.
Yeah, and Slamunga, you know, I don't think Slamunga's doing a lot of the little stuff that really helps in the Lowain matchup, but he's doing just enough.
Faustings back out off the rocket. Trying to bait a throw tech here off the neutral jump, but
Trying to swing a 5H. It's a really common thing I see out of Versusia players. 5H is a very good button, but it's slow, right? If you're in the corner, you want to try to challenge with your 2M, your 5M, something a bit faster than the 5H.
Exactly. Exposing those small gaps, right? But the 5H being so slow just opens you up to getting counter hit. But I'm saying that as we once again...
And a big BC bait, yes. One of the things she's very good at, both because of the punish, but also the fact that if you don't BC, she's still plus.
Yeah. Oh, got the parfait, but you're already at that full meter, so we're going to spend
yes,
on HBA.
Great spend. Going to get a crystal back, and right now, if he gets that ender to hit in any way, that will take the last crystal from Slamunga. Big dodge, though, and caught the punish.
Here we go.
Are we going to get the corner here? Yes, good routing.
EX Lariat after the Nimbus.
Doesn't have another ult, but there for the grab, and Slamunga really likes that walk back grab in that situation off the air reset.
Yeah. Got the shimmy, but still in range. Now set point Slamunga.
Player 2 win. Round 2.
You can tell it's a little tense because nobody pressed X to skip the end of the round animation.
Exactly. You're like, let it rock. I need that deep breath real quick. Ooh, actually able to zap out the orb.
All right, Tommy putting in work. Sammy getting involved too.
Eat up. Yeah, just trying to keep it going as long as possible. The
Not that good
100
of pops.
Yeah.
Only a couple salads.
No parfaits to be seen.
Ooh, clutch dodge.
There we go. Baits out the BC, gets the full confirm off of the spot dodge.
Even
Doesn't
though
quite build up the 100, but still, yeah, you have time to eat now.
Yeah, that was such an important dodge on that Raging Strike. The difference between you take that and you have to spend a BP and now you have no BP because you accidentally caught an errant Raging Strike.
Exactly.
Versus you get to take 40%, you get to eat a couple more times, you got the corner on the other side.
Yep.
Such a clutch play for Junior Jam there.
Yeah, might be the crucial shift in momentum that we need. Both of the boys just chewed up by the pillar, but still.
Yeah, but 2-2M. I mean, just going through the orb. And again, oh, there's a big meat. Yeah, the roast's going to help out. Ooh, refilled his health all the way up to full.
Yeah, not the worst thing in the world here. Still
Oh,
so
just
even. He just
the
ran
Kai,
full screen.
Was that the Kai Kisuke?
That's what I'm saying. Full screen run up throw. Shades of the Holy Orders. And a little bit of those IVs and the multi-hits, right? Just
What
putting
a
us in that
challenge,
100
yeah.
meter.
Kind of called out. And I mean, the empty jump is actually not effective against Lil Wayne there because he still can parry.
Yeah. It's going to be enough to build 193. It's not quite enough. Back into the corner.
Yeah, I like this.
Now
I
we
like
have
this.
HPA.
Spend it, you have a ton of life, and that's going to seal it, yeah.
Yeah, we saw that early spot dodge, trying to be tricky and avoid as much chip as we can, but that slight delay from Junior Jam ties up the set.
I really like spending HPA right away there because you have so much health. Potentially, you could even build a 100-meter back. Building resources is what this character excels at. And just don't wait. Don't, let the damage of Versuzia become a factor. Pop it right away. Even if he didn't get the hit, he would have been able to back off safely and still be in a pretty dominant position. So great play from Junior Jam in both rounds that game.
And it's like a mindset on resources that can be so different from like normal characters in Granblue because
because they can't get it back.
Exactly.
Yeah, realistically, the only resource Lil Wayne can't get back is a round.
Yeah. As long as you end up winning, the timer is on your
Good
side.
punish
the
with the grab.
on the EX parry.
Yeah, not a lot, but you know what? It shows him that you're not going to just blindly press into the parry. Wow!
Slide actually just going right under the ultimate orb.
And snuck in a salad.
Yep.
Watching the calories.
Okay, trying to go on
Oh,
a
this is
right
big.
now.
Yeah, not the clean hit, so that's not going to do a ton of damage, but the corner carry is what really matters here.
Yeah. Now we're just standing on business, looking for an
Nice.
Eat, summoning the bros, but it's UDP to escape. No, you were too far.
No, the handshake. Junior Jam doesn't have the meter for HPA, down to 1 BP. This is actually a really close round right now, despite the resource advantage for Junior Jam.
Yeah. Walk it out, and again, like you said, these couple steps back in the throw. Someone just loves it when you're up against the corner and spaced out into a 2M orb.
Slamunga staying with it. That was a pretty rough situation up until the point that Raging Strike connected.
Yeah. Okay, just going for the super jump over the orb. Still buying out at the mid screen, but
Big dash light.
Yeah. Stop Sammy in his tracks.
That is how you have to challenge Lil Wayne in a lot of situations. You need to use dash attacks that'll make contact with both him and with the bros coming behind him. This is not quite dead, but yeah, gonna just spend the ult. And there's the bait. Oh no, didn't have the chain though.
You want to eat so bad, the Parfait gives you the meter,
Yeah,
but you're
he
looking
needs
for
to.
some
He
HP.
needs to get the crystal back. Like, this is not like the most optimal, but he just took a crystal there. Two
Oh my
crystals
God.
gone. Keep in mind, every time lava hits, the crystal is taken.
Yeah.
He just evened out the BP lead, a lot more meter on the site for Slamunga, but this is. Oh, and the 7-frame sweep. That's actually a great situation after blocking Brave Counter for Versuzia because she doesn't have to approach with a run-up grab or dash light. She can just sit there, press a great 7-frame low, cancel to something safely. Really heads-up play from Slamunga there.
Yeah. Nice try from Junior Jam, but now sent down into the loser side of the pool to try and fight things out for one of those.
Good pushback from both
small
players, though.
spots.
I think when they both got their backs up against the wall, up until that last BC there, they were both kind of staying heads up, managing resources well. So, see who we have coming up next. I believe I saw the jacket come off.
Hold on now.
Yeah, I think this is what we've been waiting for this block. It does look like Have a Nice Day is stepping up.
Okay, he's been sitting pretty in the stream
Yeah,
QCs for quite some
been
time.
waiting for a little while. Someone, again, I cannot overstate the dominance that this guy has had online in this game in the past 6 months. I mean, has not entered anything that he was not in grand finals in,
Yeah.
except for a silver event that he didn't actually play in.
Yeah, he's like all but inevitable,
Yeah.
right? You know, in these.
Oh
grand
no,
finals.
absolutely the killer of 1,000 GM runs single-handedly. I took Vayne to GM.
Yeah.
And I want to, first of all, I was like, you know what? I think this Vayne character is underrated. I
Okay.
think he's pretty good. This is before like the
Before the
5U
changes.
buffs.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I was like, you know, I think this character has some juice. And then I got misdirected by Have a Nice Day Beelzebub. And I'm like, this might be the worst matchup I've ever played.
This might
I don't
suck.
know. I don't know. Maybe this character's not good. He really had me rethinking that. And I did scrape out the 10th place. And I looked at the standings, and the 3rd place Vayne that season was Have a Nice Day. This is a man who will GM multiple characters in the same season. This is a man who will win multiple online tournaments in the same week. And even though he hasn't seen, you know, the offline finishes, the placements that necessarily are living up to the seeds that he'll have every them, they're respectable. He got 5th place at Combo Breaker in 2024. He had 17th at EVO this year.
Yes.
I mean, 17th at EVO is top 8 at any other tournament, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So really excited to kind of see how he's going to do. Again, no points really to speak of. He has to win this tournament in order to get into that, in order to get into the ARC World Tour Finals.
Yeah.
And that's an event that I believe the representation should be there. We cannot talk about the best North American players of this game, of any version of this game, Vanilla, Granblue, any patch of Rising, without bringing this name up.
Exactly. Trying to stick a name for himself. It's not enough that others should lose. As far as his qualification into the ARC World Tour, he needs to succeed. So let's see if we're going to be able to keep that momentum up. Looks like we're going to be heading up against Yipes for this next match here.
Yeah,
So
coming
little
out of
fun check.
NorCal.
Yeah.
And have a, you know, as much, he'll have some colorful nicknames for his main in Beelzebub. You know, maybe things that need to stay behind Discord walls.
Yeah, you might have to ask him. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you want to know, you can ask him.
But he clearly believes in the character because he's still on him.
Exactly. Enough to play it, right? You can have some frustrations with the character, but if you're locking him in on the character,
And he
select
really
time after
can
time,
play any, I mean, he has, at this point, I would be surprised if there's any characters left. He has not gotten it, at least a master, if not grandmaster. I mean, someone who excels at a plethora of characters. Still sticking with Beelzebub, a character who I think's messed up. I don't believe the downplay. I think this character's sick.
Okay.
Why did they buff Karma to be an anti-air? The only counterplay that existed was jumping it. Or not as so it's like you blind guess on the roll and hope it's the right version. Yeah, gonna dive in.
Yeah, let's go for EX dive kick, see what the response is from Yipes.
And look at this. He has the corner and he has 50 meter already. Just on block
The round
straight.
just started. And now we're looking for TK dive kick 2. Finds first blood here on Yipes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that is a huge DP. Like, I mean that very literally. I don't mean that was huge in the moment. I mean that as a gigantic hitbox.
Reaches not even the high heavens, but just so far across the screen, but it doesn't matter. It wasn't enough to stop having
I really like the heads-up play. I don't think the back throw was on purpose. Actually threw Yoksu out of the corner positioning, but was able to just 5U, reclaim the positioning.
Exactly. All right, back things up.
Yeah, good trade with the heavy black flies there.
Yep. Not close enough for a wall bounce.
Nice check. This is what I really like. When you look at like an intermediate player of this game, a lot of times when they block a Brave counter, you're going to see them walk up and throw or do a dash light. Hava recognizes he doesn't need to do that. He just sits there and pushes his jab, and he combos off of it. He's going to close it out. Quick game one.
Clinical from Hava. Yoksu really struggling to just escape this corner, just getting pushed in, you know, so early on.
Straight back to character select. We did see that Percival during the button check. No, we're going to see the Siegfried. Okay.
Okay.
EX Percival.
Let's see, the helmet stays on.
This is a character, man. I've been seeing some of these tier list guys.
Yeah? You think he's a little too low?
I'm a Grand believer. I think my Grand is sick. You already, I think you know about my my Heidi account, my secret account. I'm a Grand believer.
I'm familiar.
I'm seeing Grand put up there with Siegfried, and I'm like, you guys, do you not see? You know what changed about Siegfried? He has to end 6XL in 5L light DP mid-screen. Light DP is like plus 28 on air reset. It's a fantastic mid-screen ender.
Yeah. We'll take that, man.
That, he still has, they're like, yeah, we made that, you know, if it's on whiff. Wow, he gets a counter hit combo off that? I didn't even know that. That was a sick pickup.
Yeah, right? 50% for Yolk Soup already?
Oh, big
God.
bait. We're going to go ahead and say set point. Have a nice day here.
Yeah, exactly.
Not going to drop that one.
Keep it simple. 1 game up, 1 round up for Have a Nice Day. Now on set point.
And like you said the word clinical. I mean, that's what it's looking right now. He is just taking Yolk Soup apart.
Oh, going for the karma round start this time, but again, the dive kick is inevitable. Able to catch it out with the EX firewall, but not enough to stop the momentum. Oh my god.
I think one of the best buffs Bubs got was changing the timer for dive kick to be shared with the DP.
Yes.
Because you don't need the DP if you're in your plus.
Yeah. Like, what are you going to do? Dive kick DP? No, it's your turn, man. Keep it going. Run up after the black flies. There we go. Leveraging the height of the firewall just to try and make sure that Hava doesn't get away with quite as many free
kind of accidentally punished the Brave counter there, but a big jab. Just going to take the hard knockdown for the side switch. Can he pick up? Yeah, big 5H. Ooh, I like this route. Spicy, that should do it with the Raging Chain. Great routing from Have a Nice Day. 4 rounds straight, moving on in winners.
Yeah, knew we weren't going to build the 100 for the super, but just routing to make sure that we had that post-combo limit Raging Chain.
And Raging Chain is such a good combo ender, not just because of just the raw damage. It has great scaling in terms of the scaling floor, but also, most players are aware of this by now, it bypasses combo limit.
Yes.
In a situation where any other move would whiff because you've reached combo limit, Raging Strike and a Raging Chain will still work. You don't always need 100, you don't always need 50. Sometimes you just need 25, sometimes you don't. Sometimes Raging Strike by itself without a Raging Chain is a high damage ender.
The base damage is just so good, right? Like, even if it ends up, you know, proccing combo limit, like, if you're able to get the kill, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I started, something that helped my gameplay a lot was when I realized I could spend both ult fireballs if I'm coming out of the corner for the corner carry, spend my 100 meter, and then it doesn't matter because I probably still kill with launch, button, Raging Strike, stuff, and then end in Raging Strike, and it still does like 1 billion damage because it's 100 meter and 2 BP.
Yeah. Like the overall spend, you know, even just think, you know, if you put them in context of each other, it's like, okay, I have my sequence.
Yeah.
Like if they guess wrong, they are going to die.
All right, waiting to see who comes up next. Man, that was a fast one. They might not have another match ready. I don't think the cooking-in was happening. I do see faces in the crowd. I see Crystal waiting there.
Is this
don't know if
Yui
she's in
back
the
up to the stand?
standby
It
position.
might be, yeah.
Yeah, I do believe we do see Yui back up there.
Let's see. Wait a minute. I think we might be having real ice versus Yui up next. So
I'm
we were really
very
excited like, looking
yes.
through this. Yeah.
Some
we were
representation about the vanilla gamers, the vanilla Granblue, one of the strongest players coming out of Georgia, Real Ice. Excited to see, you know, he's still sticking with it. Didn't really pick up the game a ton really early. I know he's been playing some other games here and there as well, but he is like finally caught on, right? Really kind of finding his footing in this game, still on the signature Zeta. And, you know, 4th place finish at CEO, only losing to BSG and Zane, who finished 1 and 2 at that tournament. A fantastic showing. So, and Yui this time looks like gonna be on the Vera, not on the Catalina.
Yeah. All right, is it a button check or are we going straight on into the action?
Looks like they're gonna do a button check.
But I'm just happy to see the Zeta, right? I haven't gotten to see,
I'm
you know,
excited to see
play
Real
a
Ice.
little bit. So
It's not just about the Zeta, it's the way he plays. He is from that vanilla Granblue fantasy versus that, you know, bringing a little bit of footsies, not too much footsies. Don't let it, you know, don't let the people be like, oh yeah, that's when gaming was honest. No, you put someone in the corner once and they whiff and you hit them for 65%. That game also was a little messed up sometimes. But
we got a little footsie as a treat.
Yeah, it fit a niche that didn't exist at that time. There were not a lot of like high committal, your advancing moves are all -7.
Yes.
Really excited for this match right now.
Vera.
Yeah, so it looks like we are locking in on the Vera and of course the Zeta. I'd be surprised if we swapped on off of.
Zeta.
Back onto it.
I told you, see, Yui was on the cat color, moved off of it, not a real cat lover. Don't give me this.
Coliseum.
No, flag on the play. Where's my flag?
You're just playing cat for the toolkit,
Throwing it
for
out.
the function.
Yeah.
If it was Cat by any other name, you would still pick her because she's got, you know, ultimate fireball. It's not love of the game. All right, but heading on into a game number 1 here. I wonder if this is a winners qualifiers or maybe one round out.
I believe it is, yeah. Yui having already won on stream, relatively small pools. I would not be surprised if this is a winners qualifier.
Yeah. 3 out of each pool, 1 in winners, 2 in losers. So of course trying to stay in the winner's side as much as you can. There's 411 entrants, so the less games you have to play, the less demons you gotta run into.
And there are 32 brackets, 3 out. You're going to top 96. There is a lot left to play after pools.
Yeah.
Oh, big trade with the dash attacks right at the start.
Yeah, right? All right, trying to charge up a little bit to try and, you know, catch that spot dodge time and
Great
find that
movement.
knockdown.
Using Zeta's speed to just run under Vera and get the corner positioning. But this is where it starts, especially against standard DP having characters. Zeta's set play is so strong when she can get her safe jumps going.
Yep. No longer has the, you know, JU fuzzy that we've seen. We have a more committal version of it with JL, but even without that, right?
Yeah.
You know, just getting to keep your opponent in the corner without having to worry about their, you know,
you see that with a character like Anila too. That's why she's so strong now, is because she can get the corner much more easily, and she gets a safe jump off any touch. Zeta also one of those characters. Spinning the ult, convert to the setup.
There we go, the micro walk forward, the forward jump.
Oh yeah, Realize looks like he hasn't lost a step.
Exactly.
Chip is a danger. Yeah.
Off the button tech, so any of these stray hits, you're betting it all
He
on run up
blocks.
SSBA.
Yes. No, that doesn't work on, well, it'll work on a lot of vanilla players. Not on this
but
one.
not him. Cold as ice. He's like, all right, I'm not twitching. I'm good. Look at my health lead. You think I'm afraid of an SSBA? You think I'm afraid
Maybe
of a
he
throw?
saw the previous Yui set on stream
Oh,
too.
he was like, okay, I know what you are. All right, back into the board
Great
here.
pick up with the 5L.
Oh, yeah.
And keep in mind, Zeta, they're easier than they were.
Yeah.
This is one of the characters, though, who still arguably has, there's not a lot of characters with hard combos in this game.
Yeah.
She's still one
She
of
can
them.
be tricky. Yeah. Especially if you're just a little bit too far out of the corner, but there you go, no escape throw. You're back in. Ooh, okay.
Spends it. But that's actually great for Realize because now Ult Lumi is not on deck.
Yeah.
Not going to have an easy time getting into install here. Taking some throws. Oh, yeah. That's a really specific setup. You have to do a slight walk back and then auto combo overhead, but just didn't quite have the link. That's actually, no, it's based on Vera, not going to have the launch.
No.
Oh,
they
and the
still mash
big
out on the
delay
run.
too well, yeah.
All right, Yui by the skin of their teeth able to tie up the rounds.
Round 3. Begin.
Yeah, she showed that earlier, right? Doing the dash attack kind of early on. Realize, good job with the avoidance.
All right, Windings out. Stop the Luminaria summon with the Infinite Wonders.
Yeah, one of the known weaknesses of Vera, not the best anti-zoning character, so just kind of falling back using the laser. Ooh, yep.
Okay, double spot dodge.
Doesn't want to hold the plus frames. Trying to get some space here.
Yep.
Yui, what does she got? She goes for the dash M.
Walk it back out. Just trying to see if Realize budges off of these 6XLs.
Good patience here.
Yeah. Ooh, no hits here on the
mixed in
lead.
front though. Gonna spin the ult. Even though they did, you know, with the raw, the nerf to combo starting raw ults, did a lot of damage to Zeta, but she still has some fantastic ult attacks.
Exactly. Able to confirm that corner carry wherever you need.
Big challenge just with the 5L. Converts to the auto combo, easy peasy, Raging Chain. Realize taking game 1, but I mean, Yui, she was bringing her back there. That was getting a little spooky.
Sometimes you got to swap up the footsies, the methodical play, and you're like, I have to be a masher for the
No,
one.
the good players, it's not that they don't mash, it's that they know when to mash.
It's yeah.
Yeah, mashing in itself, it's not that you shouldn't mash, you should mash better.
Yeah. Mash less predictably. When your risk reward is just a little bit better in your favor.
There's that too. If you're gonna mash, do it when you win the round if it hits.
Alright, set the
Giving up
Luminaria.
the space, great choice with the ult. Gonna get pushed right back to the corner. Without another 50 though, might be kind of hard to convert this to a safe jump. Yeah, it just takes the air reset.
By me, runs up past the Luminaria. Your back's up against the wall, but not the worst thing in the world,
Yeah,
right? You still
plenty
got
of
your
crystals, plenty of meter, and gets the combo off the DP.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, great choice there.
Set point realized now.
Round 2.
Let's see it. We've been seeing a lot of 6xms from you in the round start that have
And
been
there it
getting
is,
caught.
great
And
call. And realize on top of it just puts out a faster button.
Yeah.
Vera does have a fantastic dash M, but keep in mind, if you count the minimum 1 frame of dash, which you usually need a little bit more at round start distance, that's at least a 15 frame move.
Yeah. It's being so much slower in practice. Caught out here by the airborne
the
mid
combo
air.
come out the wrong way.
Yeah. Ended up getting to confirm that it would have been great for Yui, but even on the HP right now, just looking for this one last hit.
Runs into the ult. I don't think this is going to be quite enough, but he is going to spend some resources here. Yeah, just take the corner positioning, looking for the mash.
Yeah. Big throw, bait out a reversal. And the
Great
full charge.
delay. Yeah, full charge, medium laser, caught the spot dodge. Real Ice, I believe that should be out to top 96 winners.
I believe so. Okay, okay.
Looking at prime form, does not look like he's having really any, the early troubles of like getting used to the pace of the game, getting used to like how turns work. You can't just Granblue zone someone, right? Some characters can, 2B, some characters can still do that, but the, recognizing like, oh, if I end here, I'm at risk of Dash Light taking the turn. Sometimes the answer is don't be in that space. Fall back a little bit more or fit in that sneaky reset.
Yes.
And someone who definitely knows when to reset with the Dash Light coming up, Crystal Hakare, I believe we're going to see the Gran, although she has been playing a little bit of Cat. So a couple options depending on the matchups, but going to see some Gran representation. We have Iago Garites out of NorCal coming back up. We saw that Fairy earlier. Fairy Gran, that is a matchup that is fine for Fairy until it is not. Gran is a character who, for a long time, he was struggling because he had a hard time converting his normals to his specials.
Right.
Yeah. He really had a hard time mid-screen getting good corner carry, good damage without spending a lot of resources. That has been fixed with 214L, 214H being a real combo starter in the corner now. He's chilling. Gran's in a really good spot. I think he's a really strong character right now, and he hurts one of the top 3 most damaging characters in the game.
His character will kill you, but let's see if Iago is gonna, give Crystal any opportunity, any pause, in making her way on over. Let's see it. I would assume this is another winner side qualifiers. Haven't seen Iago lose just yet.
This is definitely a button check.
Yeah. Being a little silly with the character select here. A little bit of
Yeah,
whipping.
he also button checked on Ladiva specifically earlier.
Interesting, yeah.
So I don't know, maybe there's some secret pocket. Every now and then, you might have a pocket you don't want people to find out about. In Vanilla, I had a secret Charlotta that only the real boat sweaters would know about.
When would you pick the pocket Charlotta?
When I was cooking too hard with Cat.
All right, that's right.
If I had cycled through all of Cat Grangita and it was like still,
still a little too
yeah,
strong.
Yeah, I want to let someone play the video games.
Yeah. You're like, all right, you're seeing my Charlotta, my quaternary. All right, buttons are all good.
Yeah, so we are going to see the Gran here. Oh.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, yeah, whoa,
hold on.
Whoa. Okay.
Not the archetype I would expect from you.
Yeah.
All right, like you said, the Fairy Gran heading on into it. What's the OST we got?
Man, can I get... honestly, it's one of the oldies, so you're not going to see it a lot. Yeah. Fairy theme is bomb as hell. Yeah. I love Fairy theme.
Proto Baha.
I'm also one of the people who existence never got old for me. I'm down to let it loop.
Sometimes you just get that brain worm, right? You're like, this
no, that song is still very good.
Yeah.
Platinum Sky. I'm a big Platinum Sky fan.
All right, the intros rock as well between these two.
Yeah, this is all about keeping Gran as far away as you possibly can as Fairy.
Yeah.
This character does not need a lot of opportunities. He has a few tools that can help interrupt from very far. His medium Fireball can actually oopsie her extended hurt boxes. Yep, you see the clash there, but if that was a 2M, Crystal definitely would have won that interaction.
Yeah. Okay, space out off the EX Rula. Trying to buy ourselves a little bit of space. Yeah, just getting tagged. We're able to find a GG summon.
Yeah, pin down in the corner. Crystal not showing a lot of roll while the rope swing, or while the 236L is actually still on deck. We only really saw it after it was spent.
Ooh, swiped out by the 2M again. Chewing away Crystal's HP right now. Busted out with the overdrive surge, but even after the spawn dodge, close L.
And I will say, it looked a lot like Iago was winning.
Yeah.
It looked a lot like Iago was winning.
Oh my god. Okay, ECL.
Yeah, actually, not a plus range situation. Grand ult Fireball is very good as a counter zoning tool, as a whiff punish to get some space to the corner. It's not plus on block.
I see.
Round 2. Start.
Alright, Iago able to bring
And
that
it
round
actually
back.
travels so quickly that you don't get a lot of frames from it, like moving across the screen.
I see. Like, it's so fast.
Yeah.
Which is great until you want plus frames.
Okay, looking good for Iago so far, but that's just exactly what the last round looked like.
Yeah, I tried to go for overdrive surge, just charge on through, but GG still stops you, not fast enough. Okay, chillin'.
Throwing out the dash light, not a tool you see represented by Fairy that often. That's punishable. Goes for the grab.
All right, now we're just chipping away, right? Yeah, send
Yeah,
everything
chip
to
is a
kitchen
very chip is a very big issue right now. That should actually do it.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? You can't spot dodge the orb.
Yeah, and just lucky it wasn't an air unblockable to begin with, but that was a true block string coming down.
All right. Pinnacle from Iago. And I mean, we saw shades of what you had mentioned at the top of the set, right? Fairy is winning until she's not, but Iago's still able to bring that back, of course, with that 3 DP in mind. So this is going to need a couple opportunities to bust out.
Yeah, unfortunately for Crystal, at some point against this current version of Fairy, after they buffed the startup speed of 236L, you know, early in Rising, the counterplay to that used to be she had very reactable specials. You had to be really deliberate with your special cancels as Fairy. Now, whoa, I don't know if that was
can't be
supposed
what
to be
you
that.
wanted. Yeah.
Not going to spend for the side switch. But yeah, at this point, you have to make a clutch roll against Fairy. Usually, like, you're not going to get in without making the correct guesses sometimes, and it's fighting games. Sometimes you got to guess right.
Exactly. One must participate in the RPS lest you be chipped to death, and now set point for Iago.
Round 2.
So Crystal going to get the opportunity to fight back.
Open up with the dash H.
Yeah.
Nice dodge. I like the shallow jump by Crystal there, trying to bait out the DP. Yeah, put GG a bit away with the boot. Oh, just barely misspaced. That could have been the plus spacing as well.
Yeah. Okay, gotta respect the GG set.
That's what I was talking about. Good empty jump.
Yeah, made the DP like you
And these
mentioned.
latex are fine. Keep in mind, latex, they build meter, you get your timers back, they take chip damage.
Ooh, there we go. The X Fireball caught
Big
the extended
anti-air
airbox.
from Iago. Great conversion from it as well. Gonna get the hard knockdown here.
Things out off of the backstep.
Crystal really down, kind of to her last life, but has the resources. Oh, no.
God, that's not what you want.
What?
What?
Does this work? What? Excuse me?
I thought it would be like an awkward hit off of the extended hurt box, but no, you got the full damage too. Beppo trying to stop the momentum,
Right.
even with the reversal. So you're alive? Not for long.
The resources aren't there to do it again. Good fortitude mentally from Iago there. Didn't get tilted by an interaction that I have never seen before. I didn't even know, actually, that at that range that the follow-up of him
Would
going
reach.
blue would vacuum. I
Yeah,
had no
exactly.
idea that worked like that.
I was like, you're literally full screen, but towards the end there, right, you know, stuck at that chip damage territory, you set GG, and we had, you know, EX Beppo cooldown up, so it was a
Yeah.
checkmate situation. Either you eat that last hit of chip damage by
Or
down
you
backing.
roll, and then you get DP'd anyways.
Exactly. So once you were in that situation, it was lights out. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe we are still going to be seeing Crystal probably in that loser side top 96.
I'm
so.
trying to think of the winners matches that we have seen in terms of getting out. I believe we've seen 2 of the 4. So we're going to have Rose coming back up. I'm going to assume this is another winners qualifier.
Rainbow Heavy FM pulling up to the stand. And like you mentioned before, right, Rose has a, you know, wonderful repertoire of multiple characters to kind of, you know, sift through. And I was talking to her a little bit, you know, yesterday when I had landed. I was like, who do you think you're going to be playing? And she's like, I don't know. I just got to vibe it out by the matchup. And I was like, do you mean like player or like character matchup? And she's like, both. There are certain players in my pool who I've like done a little bit of studying on, like with these like, you know, reviews of their VODs, and I can tell that some of them like don't deal well with someone that's either high APM or just so much decision making to be had. So I have a lot of characters in my K, whether it's Lance or whether it's Beatrix, to try and force those more, you know, patient, passive players to really open up and start committing to some of these defensive options. I'm like, okay, let's see it.
And I think watching replay is such an underrated tool.
Yeah.
I lurk replays in the in-game replay viewer a ton. You know, the YouTube scrapers can also provide some valuable matches. So I actually use my Steam Deck for it a lot. I boot the game on Steam Deck just to watch replays on it, just to kind of like see what's as a portable thing. I like doing that like at airports and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. You're just chilling out. You don't need the actual like solid connection. Like, you just need enough to, you know, be able to see the replay.
So we saw a Lunalu come out from Rainbow Heavy FM,
that's how we
so
know.
I think we're going to be seeing a button check. The Beatrix, currently picked by Rose Lockhart.
Yeah. Definitely one of those characters in her roster, so we'll see if it actually ends up coming to fruition here. Rainbow Heavy, I'm not familiar with who they play. I know Rainbow Rocks we saw earlier on the Cagliostro, but that's a different player.
It looks like this is to get out in losers, so I would be curious who Rose lost to off stream.
Of course, you guys can check that out, the bracket over on start.gg as well, if you're so curious.
Beatrix.
That was in Pool E4. I'm so curious who actually ended up sending Rose down into loser. It was Junior Jam, actually.
Oh, wow.
Before his match
Before
with
the loss
Slamonga.
to, okay.
Okay.
A spooky pool.
Yeah, right?
Fight to kill.
All right.
Round one.
So this is the losers qualifier of this pool, pulling up against Willness right now. So this is a character that kills you. Well, it's two characters that kill you, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with this matchup for Beatrix. She's a well-rounded character. She has the tools you need, right? Fireball, DP. Having a natural DP that you don't need 50 meter for is a huge boon against Willness.
Exactly. Not having to bet everything on, you know, clutch reactions, especially off some of these reset situations.
Yeah,
too.
and a lot of his special cancels, even though they're very strong, rewarding moves, they're reactable. He has a lot of slow special moves that create big gaps on the cancels that you could just DP.
Yeah. See if Rose is dedicating any of the mental stack to try and look for those, or just weathering the storm.
Delta Clock is on deck.
Yeah.
That's the overhead. Oh, missed the 5L link though, and this should do it.
Yeah. Just keep it simple. Raging Strike, Raging Chain.
Yeah, basketball
And what are we going to do? We do it again.
Basketball combos, even though they do less damage, in a lot of situations they do enough damage.
They're simple, right? You know, especially when you have the nerves of I am in the loser side. This is my, you know, last. Every set is my last chance.
And you're still going to get like 5 HH special at the end, so you're going to be able to tack on extra damage.
Yep. Okay, finds a poke out with a 2L here from Rainbow Heavy, but
plus ranks.
Yeah.
Rainbow Heavy being relatively patient, but yeah, there's the DB. Yeah, you got to bust out at some point against Beatrix.
Exactly. Finds you with the flame punch. Trying to be pretty preemptive with these 5 H's. But now instead Beatrix. Rose able to find her advance. Caught with the low. Walk it out once again. Low comes through. It was actually pretty worse for wear, but we're gradually chipping away. If you don't kill her here, she's got Delta Clock, so finish the
that's
job.
gonna do it. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you have to treat it almost like Persona 4 Arena Awakening, right? Sometimes you have to recognize when to pull up your combo early to not push her into Delta Clock.
Yeah. If you know it's not going to kill, right, don't give her the opportunity to, you know, swing things back in her favor. All right, EX Lariat swept up with the 2M. Oh, but a little bit too late on the 2H. I saw the attempt from Rainbow Heavy, but Rose bust out. Just backing out after the flame punch this time. Back into the corner for you. Actually goes for Fireball to stop the EX Lariat. Jumps over, side swaps, 2-2-H. Finds a refund off of the Ultimate Thunderbird.
Just with the empty jump, looking for a DP. Oh, that could have been a big whip punish, but finds the counter hit.
Yep.
Gonna get the side switch here. Not quite enough. Ooh,
A combo limit keeps you alive, and now this is terrifying, right? Delta Clock, you gotta chip her before she gets the opportunity. It goes over the ultimate punch.
And the DP, yeah, would have been a chip situation. Rose would have had to make a clutch spot dodge there. Rainbow Heavy FM really staying in there to clutch that out at the end.
Yeah, right? It seemed pretty commanding for that first round from Rose, but busting back out here.
I mean, these are two extremely explosive characters. Obviously, you're going to think of Willness more when you think of explosive characters. Not like Beatrix is hurting for damage.
Exactly. Maybe slow poke out in the mid-screen. Able to recover in time after the 2M.
Oh, he just holds his ground with a big 5H.
Yeah, right? Yeah, flame punch already down to 50. speedrun. He's making up for lost time and hit behind.
I don't know if you've looked up the boxes on that 2H, but
no.
someone in the accounting department may have, you know, slotted a few too many pixels to the back.
They have a depth of pay to willness, I think. Something about it. I did not expect that one to, you know, end up reaching.
Yeah, it reaches surprisingly far. Traditionally into this game, like, you'll see a lot of anti-airs hit behind.
Yeah.
That's usually not because of the anti-air being super cracked. It's just because of wide hurt boxes on the jump normals. His anti-air is actually pretty cracked.
Damn, okay. Charged up here, no DP to be seen. Then special cancels.
Nice
Rose.
pickup. And this is a one-touch match right now.
Yeah, exactly. Up against the corner, you got more than
no
enough for that
counter
50.
hit.
Yeah. All right, Rose, you're betting for your life right now.
That should do it. Yeah, barring a drop, Rainbow Heavy FM should close out. Keeps it simple. Didn't even really go for the super route. Gonna move on to top 96 losers. Rose, unfortunately, gonna be exiting at this point.
That's how it goes. Right at the end,
And
the
the
losers
thumbs
finals
up.
of the pool, but Rainbow Heavy going to be moving on to day 2 tomorrow in that top 96.
That crashes through the direst of straits.
Wilness still yapping in the back. This is why I put it on Japanese, because at least when I don't know what they're saying, I get less annoyed that Wilness won't shut up.
Yeah, exactly. But that's how, you know, Versusia has like the really short voice lines as well. At least that one's over. You just see like the horizon of the world. But Wilness, he likes to be a yapper.
All right, waiting to see. We might have one final losers match. Waiting to find out if this is a wrap or if we got one more on deck. We're done. All right, yeah, sounds like that's going to be it for the E block. So thanks everyone for tuning in. This is going to be the last bit of streamed Rising for the day, but we will be back tomorrow. I believe 10 a.m. is the first stream pool. You can catch me in the 12 o'clock pool. And then, you know, barring me cooking all these Zoomers, we'll be back together for top 24 tomorrow. So it's been a pleasure. Thank you for my first commentary block on someone else's channel.
Exactly.
Had fun. Hope everyone enjoyed the matches. Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
It's funny to see you without the stream deck. I'm not gonna lie. Even when you're playing, apparently you have the stream deck on the side so that you can control you know, everything on your end. But just chilling out on the commentary desk. Of course, you guys are gonna be seeing me and Calista tomorrow, like he said. So hopefully you guys are ready for some more Granblue action bright and early tomorrow at 10 a.m. You guys have a good one. We'll see you soon.
Strap in for Season 2. Fan favorite characters make their way to the roster. Season Pass 2 is here. 6 months, 6 characters, a new fighter each month. Legends Unleashed. Available now.